Please connect. Yes, there we go. Looks like we're going now, guys. Welcome, Drunk on Crypto, SunnyGunDigi.io. Golden Yogi jumping in early. Sorry, guys, if I kept you waiting a minute there. We are live now. Couple of minutes past. That's much better. Let's make sure everything's going out. It looks like we're live now. Bitcoin Jake, how you doing, bro? Welcome, welcome. Definitely gone out live. So yeah, a couple of things, man, we need to go through today. I'm hoping I've sent the invitation over to Blockchain for what's best. Let's see if it comes up.
Okay, I saw his face up on the thumbnail.
Yeah, he's been chatting a couple of things, and then, you know, I found out a couple of things from him, really, that kind of shocked me a little bit. I'm going to give him a fighting chance here. What I'm going to do, I'm going to pour myself, because I wanted to have a brandy right now anyway, so I'm going to pour myself a nice Cavassier, a lemonade, and try and deal with it in a relaxed manner, you know?
A brandy and lemonade, huh?
Yeah, I like brandy lemonade. It's my favorite.
Yeah.
Cavassier is my favorite.
I like brandy and sangrias.
Yes.
Yo. Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
What's happening,
good, Yogi?
What's up, Sonny? Mike's coming over.
In the house, fancy crypto, what's good?
Yeah, a little bit
Fancy.
late. We're a little bit late today with the
It's okay.
with the DOC, but yeah, we made it finally.
And nobody stream.
you
We're just
so
talking about
fancy.
Condo. Hopefully he comes today. Hopefully he comes today.
Ooh,
We're just talking about Condo on nobody's stream.
condo?
Yeah,
Crypto condo?
the only,
Oh,
The one, no.
the one and only.
Mikey.
It's Mike.
that's on lockdown now. He about to get purged.
Yeah.
Bro, UK is going on lockdown as well to like over the next couple of days. Boris has finally said it. I wonder what's gonna happen.
Well, I just found out my flight was canceled.
Oh dear.
Shit.
Where you at?
I'm
still
in Phoenix.
Shit.
Where?
Rainy Phoenix right now.
Oh, well, at least you in the U.S., bro.
No, that's not where I want to be, though.
Well, you know.
So there's nobody.
I mean, you saw the new Defense Act basically makes it's
wartime. It's wartime, baby.
The executive president is the CEO of every business in the country right now.
Yeah, it's wartime, man. They're not letting you know what's really popping off.
I know they're not, except they're starting to use the words today.
Yeah.
Oh,
He started saying, "I'm gonna be a wartime. I'm gonna be considered wartime president."
Yep.
Thinking people are thinking
gonna
about a war on a
with
virus, but
with a wartime mentality, they said.
yeah.
wartime mentality. What's happening, nobody?
Hey, what's up, man? What's up?
Cheers,
you
man.
gonna-
I'm just about to have this little drink here, so cheers to everybody. Hope everybody's in good health.
All right, man. I'm just about to make another fucking drink. So, yeah. Cheers to everybody.
Right.
Kilobyte.
Saint, you have been killing it, man. You've been fucking
Yeah,
killing
you've
it.
been
I've been
killing
watching
it
your
with the
shit.
content, man.
Yeah, I've been watching your shit, man. It's been
Ooh,
like,
IPA, nice.
yeah.
Bro, I got more shit too, bro. Like I'm getting flooded on my Facebook of all kind of weird shit going on, man.
Bro,
Yeah.
like fucking my daughter. I just found out my daughter may have the virus, and
What?
yeah, man, she like woke up today and she's self quarantining right now, so she hadn't taken a test or nothing, or no shit like that. But you know, it's still scary shit, you know.
Yeah.
Always, bro.
I saw a
That's-
picture
that's
today that
gonna
if
be
you
scary.
had that virus that lasted 10 to 14 days in the last 2-3 months, you probably already had it, which is great news.
Yeah. I saw Boris talking about today the antibody test that they're hoping to come out with soon. I think that's a very positive thing. That like if we can be tested that you have definitely had this, and now you have the antibodies in your system to defend yourself against it, then it's kind of like a little bit of a green light for people to try and move forward and carry on with the economy.
But here's the thing about the test.
Go on.
There is no test that has gone through the actual process that tests normally go through in order to be considered.
I get that.
To make sure it's accurate.
They are rushing things through at the minute, but you know, a lot of the time I'd have to argue that there's a lot of politics and drama and time wasting that goes on throughout this whole testing You know, a lot of the time is just waiting for results. When it's something like this, things can be expedited. Certain things, process or time limits can be expedited.
What I feel the best data we have is that cruise, the Diamond Princess cruise, where every single person got infected. Okay, there were 714 people aboard, and 7 people have died, and 65 people are completely recovered. I mean, 65% of the people are completely recovered. You know, like there's an actual data set. Yes, it's small, okay, but you have an entire community that all had it.
Yeah.
You know, where you don't know when like in 2017, 2018, they took there was a study that took like about 100 cadavers of old people that died during also having the flu. Once they cut them open and they looked at their lungs and whatnot, only 15% of them, or 15% of them actually died, or actually died from the flu.
Yeah.
When they figured it out. Like, they were riddled with all kinds of these other things too. So it's like, it's so convoluted where there's not enough data.
Yeah. It's a bit crazy. I've just quarantined not quarantined, but set up my mum and my grandmother in like, and my youngest daughter are all staying in one house together. So it gives them something to do. And then, because I've got 2 older children as well, and myself and my wife, then we're going to stay in a different location. But, you know, try and keep things mitigated that way as much as we can, and protect the most vulnerable, keep them together, basically, is the plan. See what happens.
You know, we're actually in a pretty lucky situation, us being YouTubers, where we can actually talk to people from around the world, and we can no doubt. We can actually get perspectives. Like my buddy Tom he's in Italy, and he's in lockdown right now. Oh wow! You know, fucking Tom the Hypester and fucking
Tom the Hypester.
Even James Doe. He might drop in a little bit.
We need to get some folks up on here.
Yeah, he's somewhere near China at the minute, being in quarantine for over seven weeks. So. I've been enjoying listening to James and trying to find out and work out, you know, the systems and things that are still working out there for him. Obviously, are probably going to be the kind of things that are going to be working out for us as well. So,
well, and it's nice that we can hear all these different points of view, and like in the United States, it's kind of like we're just realizing how fucking big this epidemic is. So like seeing other countries, how they're dealing with it and shit, you know, it's pretty cool that we have this platform that we can all talk to each other in. And sorry, I'm like 5 drinks in, so
no, that's all right, bro. That's all right.
The thing that sucks is that they get to blame the whole collapse of economy on that instead of like just a shitty economy.
Yeah, no, it's a lot of things cascading, like on how we've been on a over 10-year bull run, right? And then now it's time for the market to have a recession. That's what most people predicted happening this year. Plus all this shit happening. It's kind of all cascading down.
Making it happen, though. They're making it happen, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's a reset.
I see it
it's a global reset.
Like Pearl Harbor, you know, it's like, we can see that this thing's gonna happen. Let's allow it to happen enough, and then we come in and manage it. But what happens is you get
it's
everybody
the Hegelian dialect, bro.
You get everybody waving their flags like, oh, we trust you. You know, let's just do it, government. Come on. You got us.
It's the Hegelian dialect, bro. It's problem, reaction, solution.
Yeah.
If the problem's engineered, the reaction's engineered, the solution is engineered.
Yeah.
And that's what we're going to get. So now the world is talking stimulus. They're going to pump full of dollars. That means everything deflates and then everything reinflates. Yeah. And that's the crazy part. Like, it's generational shit, man. It's going to be like...
They've successfully done it other times, but every single time the bailout gets bigger.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and so there's some point where it tips. I mean, like when I look at analysis, I go, okay, the S&P 500 still has more to go up before a real big like fallout. Because I mean, again, the when I went and measured like the the DJI on like the Great Depression, that was an 89% drop. Like we've only seen like 57%. Okay,
we're about to see that now, probably 70%.
Yeah, we might go 70, but like, and then I feel like there's gonna be like, oh, they build the confidence in the people. Otherwise, everything they're doing is not gonna work because they don't really. I mean, I just ask myself, I don't really know what anyone's motives are, but why would they want it economy to completely get wrecked?
Yeah.
Like you want to be able to pick the pieces up and you want to reconsolidate so that the power keeps moving into a singular power. That's the name of the game, right? It's a Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it gets down to a fine line of like, you know, okay, I guess, can they manage it this time?
Yeah.
You know, or are people like in you know, my state going to go, you know, at the point lockdown? No, we got more guns than you.
Fancy,
you know,
do you have lighting in there, bro?
No. It's just my the virtual
shining,
cam.
Bro? Why you shining, bro?
What do you mean I'm shining?
Yeah.
Oh no, because I have my light up here. Yeah.
So
But
fancy.
I can't find Richard's chair, the background. I don't know where the image went, so I'm just stuck with a black background. I don't want to Photoshop one again.
Hey, Saint, remember that new mic I bought?
I knew what?
Remember the new mic I bought?
Yeah.
Yeah, the freaking dog chewed through the wire. I had to buy another one today.
How much was it?
$20. Another
$20.
Bro, they
Man.
$3 at Walmart. That's all I'm saying.
Fancy, do you have a green screen up, or is that
No,
just
it's XSplit VCam.
XSplit VCam will
Virtual cam, yeah.
virtual you out? Okay, that's
Yeah.
cool.
I could do mine to a lot of things. Hold on.
But it only runs on Windows, right?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah, CJ, I'm with you, bro. I'm a survivor. I think I've been through that in December. It had us. I think Saint feels the same way. A few of us.
100%.
Hey, Sonny, I listened to Blockchain for What's Best the other day talking about you. I couldn't believe that.
Guy's a
bullshit.
dickhead, bro.
Yeah.
Where's that little bitch at?
Wait for him to turn up. Like, you know what? When you find
Hey,
out,
did you say ball sack for what? What did you say? Ball sack for what?
bro,
Can't
you
wait
know
for
what? I'm not even about talking about him like that, Jim. But when you find out the information, I've got about him, on a level, it will make you think. Especially people that have followed this guy for a while. I think you're going to be shocked because when and listen, this has come from him. The information that I'm going to release, and I was in two minds whether I should show everybody and release it or not. But do you know what? What the fuck? I'm going to show it because I think people.
I think he should be here though. Sonny.
Yeah, I'm waiting for him, bro. That's why I'm just waiting a little bit. I've sent him the link. Let me just send him the direct link as well. I want him to turn up because the information he gave me, I changed my opinion of this guy completely in a second. Like, wow, I never expected that you, of all people, would be like that, and you've just like blatantly admitted it to me.
I'm so like Sonny. I'm so confused. I saw him throwing shots at Saint.
Yeah.
And I heard him throwing your name around. I was bewildered. So
why
yeah.
me, bro? Why me?
I'm not,
listen,
I think he thinks that I'm gonna get triggered, or Saint's gonna get triggered, maybe for him, like if he mentions my name or whatnot. But
I'm gonna tell you what the primary motivation for all this was, Sonny. Right off top,
it's probably drama.
100%. It's because he wanted you to code his contract. He imagined that if he poked or provoked me, that the dev here would do it too. He and then when everybody kind of backed up, said, "Hey, nah, not really." Then all of a sudden, IND is this, Sane is that, blah 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 blah, and then he went on that tirade. That's like, to me, that's the fucked up part about it. It's like, dude, you singing a whole different tune about IND a month ago, and you didn't have no problem with me. But then after he wants to do his fungi bullshit token or whatever he's planning to do with that, because I asked him straight up. I said, bro, you haven't told me one time coherently what you're trying to accomplish with the contract. other than saying it's for your pictures. But like, what is the purpose of it?
It's basically pure bank with his artwork. That's it. That's like he's just bashing it. He's just basically force fucking his artwork into it.
He's been trying to. He's been
says
trying
his
to.
dev runs circles around everyone he knows. He says his dev runs circles around everything he knows. Motherfucker,
Whatever.
what?
Listen,
He's about
I'm
to get
pretty
Kenny.
sure that that's the same dev. I'm the same dev that Rohit got, to do that.
Isn't that easy to run circles around? It's like,
He's about to get
it's
Kenny'd again, and he don't even know it.
That's the 100% truth. He's about to get Kenny'd again.
Yeah.
Didn't he call you a
Oh, I remember that morning.
Yeah.
That was, I think, still my highest amount of views ever.
I mean, it's gold, bro. Like, I'm not. The thing is, like, he started throwing those little jaded comments out there, like saying is this, saying is that, or he was like, Sonny doesn't know anything. You know, he was starting soft. He was soft and he was softballing at first, and then lately it's the fastballs because he thinks he found someone, so he can really be like, F you guys, you know. In my opinion, you know, because he wanted to run around whoever he thought. He was even trying to like bait bank teller and them to do it for him by saying, oh, yo, you know, I've always had something bankroll, you know.
No, just for him to say the dev he knows runs circles around everybody he knows. That's retarded. That's just stupid. He's just starting
The reason
shit. That's what
you
he's
know
all
why he's
about.
saying that? You know why he's saying that?
That's so ridiculous.
Bro, I was
That's
gonna make the
absurd.
craziest video. He
That's
was like, the
absurd.
reason he's saying that is because the guy mentioned something about P3D, so he know. I'm like, bro, I don't care what level of Ethereum coding you were on. When P3D came out, if you were any kind of Ethereum developer, whether you got in it or not, you knew what the fuck Ethereum.
If
I
you
mean,
if you
P3D
do,
was.
if you
I
don't
was
know that,
day
then where
one.
the fuck were you, bro? What were you doing at the time?
I'm arguably day one before anybody that he can ever even speak to, because I was there within 8 hours of the fucking original post in January, the edge of I was there like day. I don't know what he's talking so much shit. It's
What's
ridiculous.
the guy's
sad.
intent in it? That's what I wanted to see, because that's what he's. I mean,
Because
my
he
guy
does his
preaches
fucking
as well,
contract.
so much preaches to me, preaches about this, that, and the other, and then it's like, you know what? I'm gonna play this, yeah. Look and just watch. Just hold on a sec. Let me play this for you right now.
Probably watching.
Listen, if he's watching, I hope he clicks the link. That's what we're waiting for. Come on, click the link, bro.
Maybe he needs to ask iFOMO.
Here he is. Look.
iFOMO can help him.
Here we go.
Once you step behind his glasses and create that character.
I got some really good shit, all right? So for what it's worth, I'm working on a project to register all my artwork on the blockchain with those that have and will collect my artwork in the future. I'm thinking about using a ERC 1155 token, which is a non-fungible token, and seeing if I can incorporate
is it this
into
guy?
a contract
Yeah, this guy.
with a regular
the artwork guy.
20 fungible token, so people can actually invest in me without invest in.
Oh, what did he just say? People can actually what?
ERC 20
Invest in-
fungible token, so people can actually invest in me without invest in ERC 20 fungible token, so people can actually invest in me without invest.
See, he realized there that he'd said the magic words, people can invest in me. And then he realized, oh, I need to say something different here.
A regular ERC 20 fungible token, so people can actually invest in me without invest in.
It was at this moment he knew. He fucked up.
A system that it benefits my business.
That's the comeback then. So after he worked out that, do you know what, I said that wrong. I'm not supposed to be. My comeback to that is, all right, you're not invested in me, but this is gonna benefit my business. Right? Okay.
Benefits my business.
I've come to the conclusion that, you know.
Watch this bit now, yeah? And then when I tell you and show you afterwards what he sent me, I think it'll all fall into place. But watch this acting come out right now.
I've always preached that participation in immutable transparency and really hammered the idea of immutability. You know, there's a lot to be said about contracts that can...
What's happened to your immutability now,
Back in
you
the day
prick?
when I was with Tony, bank teller, and we were doing the party, it was a fucking special thing.
It was at this moment he knew. He fucked up.
You know, I've always had something in bankroll, and I had something in party back in the day. I can't take it away from Bankroll the opportunities it affords insofar as, the whole idea of what it means to hodl. So
wait, what do you mean? The whole idea of what it means to hodl? That was my question at that point. That's why I put that part in the video. Tony and Bankroll has showed him what it actually means to hodl. Now, this from a guy who tells people that if you're buying to speculate on something and that the price is going to go up afterwards, you're a fool or you're a cunt for doing that. That's his stance. That's his position. But when it comes to Tony and Bankroll, he's very happy to accept that Tony has taught him the essence of hodling.
when doing this and going through the hoops and learning all this stuff, Sonny tried to help me. He doesn't really know much.
It was at this moment.
You know, damn.
I think one of the reasons Sonny has completely ignored me is because of how I feel when it comes to Pyra and how.
You see, you'd be lucky if I really ignored you, because then I wouldn't have all this shit to come and say about you. Because I watch, I pay attention, and I know what the fuck's up, bro. So, you know.
How an adjustable price on a token is
come, let's discuss
potentially detrimental to the survival of the whole entire contract because.
Right. So what you're telling me is Gandhiji, you're telling me now, yeah, 2 years later, for Gandhiji is set up in a way that is detrimental to the life of the contract. Like, how many other dApps can you tell me today are out there that have been running the way Gandhiji's been running for 2 years without coming to an end? So, again, the thing gets me, he knows all this shit.
Because of the fact of whales. Those fuckers. And they can come in.
Right, the whales come in. So imagine this now, yeah? We're sitting in Gandhiji, we're holding IND tokens, and this happens.
And really fuck with shit. And make it miserable for one small group. One person can make it miserable for a whole lot of people.
Right, so what he's forgetting or missing to tell you is that the whales come in. When they come in, the price goes up and we get dividends. So we're all happy with that. Okay, people might come in and then they might leave. The price may go down. It's gone down right now. Oh, it's gone back up a little bit now, but it's going down right now. Everybody's collecting dividends. It's working. There's a new economic opportunity within the system, within Gandhiji smart contract now, with IND tokens being purchasable for 56 cents. It inspires new opportunity for more people to come in. That's why we have these never-ending cycles in the system. But I know you know this. Let's go.
And, for what it's worth, I don't think bank tellers have really done that. I mean, even recently when I watched the price of Banker token go all the way up to 12 and then dump down to 4, it's not like it's not there.
What the fuck do you mean it's not like it's not there? What kind of excuse is that? It's not like it's not. You when Gandhiji moved down from 1400 ETH to 1000 ETH, you turned around and called it a snake. You turned around and called it this, that, and the other. But now your bum chum over there, bank teller, you've got a little deal set up with that. You're gonna give him a little blowjob now for bankroll and bank teller, and everything will be good. Maybe bankroll, maybe bank teller will make your contract for you if you do that. Wouldn't that be good? That'd be good for you, wouldn't it? All you need to do, blockchain, for what's best, yeah, is make a video sucking off bank teller and bankroll, make up a whole load of shit, put it out to your subscribers. You do that, and maybe I'll make your contract for you. How's that sound?
There it is.
It's not like it's not there. It can go all the way up to 12 and then dump down to 4.
It's not like it's not there.
Yeah, I'm between a rock and a hard place. I really want to start creating something in this space to contribute. I want to
What do you want to do?
Bridge the art world that I'm in with the crypto world I'm in.
What for?
Together and kind of educate both and try to benefit off of it.
Okay. Oh, now we get to the bottom of it.
Another dollar. Mighty dollar. It's all about the dollars. And with that being said, I'm very happy to say that it seems to be the value of Ethereum is making Gandhiji look very, very enticing.
So why are you so happy about that?
Weak hands running. $275. Ethereum's at $275.
He's all happy then, see.
Doing some students today, and my partner, my girl, if she shows up, I gotta start unloading. No, don't get me wrong. I got plenty of gay friends that I really enjoy hanging out with, and I have nothing against them, and they enjoy. We both have lots of fun. I mean,
we both have lots of fun.
Anyways, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. Just wanted to get that out there. I think I'm going to Italy and Greece and France. Come back with some incredible pictures. How fucking cool is that? And you don't get to go with me. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
So that, you know, I put that little video together just to show them, look, that's the crack. That's what's going on, right? And I'm going to show you. Let me get this ready. Let me show you this as well, because I want you to understand now.
Formo, hit the link, man. It's your chance for peace. You in the chat. You might as well hit the link.
Yeah, do it, Formo. Why not, man? Really? All right, look. It's gonna take a while. I'm gonna read through this. Let me show you. I want to show you here that this is his message to me, and I wouldn't normally do this, but I feel it's important. I've been following this guy for a while. I don't know if you guys can read that, but let's see. Right, I said to him that he's saying, "You are putting words in my mouth. My mouth is so big, there's space, but I would love the opportunity to give you the chance to support your claims. You mentioned we need to go live, and I could not agree more. Send the location and time, blah, blah, blah." He goes, "Yeah, I saw that. So editing skills, Trump stepping up," he asked me. I goes, "When did you ever step up? Since I've been watching, you haven't managed to stick with a single thing in crypto." He goes, "I've stumbled like a drunk horse in a whorehouse. When did I ever deny this? If you're a man of morals, why you never ask Saint to return what he has other people's money, and why do you trust him? I am no model of righteousness, and I have never changed. I was when it came to my actions in crypto, as I know full well you will try and attack what little character I may have. But in business and real life, I'm a Pendu to the core and can easily prove it. Why won't you ask Saint to return the ETH? And I would love to have a calm, respectful conversation over what a stable versus unstable price fungible token is in public is worth when it comes to each of our perceptions of value. It would serve many, I believe." I told him, I goes, "We've done this before. I'm happy to do it again. Doc is open for you to come and say your piece. There may even be a midweek one this week." So true to my word, here we are 2 days later, midweek Doc. Blockchain for What's Best replies, "Yeah, I'm not that special, and I might as well be ganged on. Okay." I told him, "Take it like a Bendu would." He said, "Okay." I then went on to send him a copy of these two messages. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull that out. I talk about and jump into every single piece of junk. Even the one where the first in benefit like a central banker due to price appreciation while claiming to bring up the masses. This was me proving to him that I hadn't put words in his mouth. He says, "Do I deny saying or doing this?" I said, "I didn't put words in your mouth." He goes, "Yeah, you support Saint." What? Where am I contradicting myself? I said to you, I am talking to you about what you said about Gandhiji. You think Saint is a scammer. I don't really care about that. Say what you want to say. I don't think he is. You say only the first to get in, i.e. me, benefits and the masses get wrecked. And I told him then, save it for when we're live. He goes, "There we are. I said you get the money first. I did not say only. I said the first to go in and benefit most. One's contributions is not equitable to another contribution if the contribution is first. Does that make sense?" And then I quoted him from his part, what he said in his video, where it is clear as day, it's only good for those who get in first. At 40 seconds in your video, right? So then this, sorry guys, but I had to come through this. This is the interesting bit. This is the bit that shocked me now. He goes, "All right, you got me. I did say that. I did not realize how I used the word only. I will correct myself and explain what I have above in asking for forgiveness. I am sorry." I then went on to push him a little bit more, and I said, "In another video, you then go on, quite gingerly may I add, to talk about how Tony and Bankroll have taught you what it is to hodl. What is it to hodl? Question mark. And then, I don't know if you guys can read this. He goes, yeah, I was sucking his cock in that one. I was begging for someone to be the dev in my contract. I will admit that I will even show you the Telegram chat we had and how he asked me to do that. I was actually considering doing a closed source contract with him. I was desperate. I fully admit this.
No.
Nevertheless, Oleg agrees with the virtues of Pitt.
Yes.
If you want me to admit this to all, I would be happy to. Give me a sec so I can get you the text I had with him. I am a shill for hire, and I am about to shill for myself finally with Fungi. Go ahead and broadcast this, especially if it makes something better. And then there's a thing here between him, bank teller, bankroll. I'm presuming he's asking bank teller there to do the contract. Can you have a look at this? And bank teller's replied to him, yo, let's talk and catch up. I know you are an ass and would eventually come around. Everyone does. I just keep grinding for the community, creating and protecting value. Multiple years in now with growth and evolution. Now you see that. The only reason I don't open source is my code. I don't open source my code is because people copy and have better marketing for whatever reason. Got to keep some competitive advantage. Anyway, say something nice about bankroll in a video, or better yet, BT. I'm get very close to branching out into new opportunities. Bankroll is almost complete.
Wow.
Like I say, I'm not the kind of guy like, you know, but see that kind of information, I can't hold that back. I feel like, you know, it's more because as just somebody who watches and as a subscriber of this guy, that for me put things into a whole different perspective to maybe where I had envisioned this guy in the first place.
Well, the funny thing is, that was my hunch without seeing any of that. That's the crazy.
That's
thing.
what I'm saying.
He's transparent as fuck, man.
You know, so it's
really sad.
I don't know what to make of it. Like, you know, I just felt like shake my head. That's all I could think. SMH. I didn't even put that to him. Since then, look, I've not replied to him. I've not done anything. I've just sent him the links for today's doc. Look, doing the doc soon. Come join.
Yeah. I don't think he's going to pop up somehow. And I told you that this is the thing that bothers me the most about him is he'll take those little jabs, but every week this is going on here, and I'm here, and you're here, and he never shows up. And when he does, he's as cool as a pet. He's like, hey guys, what's up? You know, he never's like, hey man, what's up with this? And what's up with that? He never says shit.
What are you saying?
Do you have the old footage of remember when he challenged
Kenny?
No, he challenged damn it. Why can't I think of his name? Country Boy. There we go. He challenged Country Boy
to a fight.
Everything, and then he found out Country Boy had actually had like
his
training
black belt.
That
was fucking hilarious.
Like, oh shit. Not only that, you know what was funny, Yogi, is I thought of this in his last video where he was getting all excited, and it was like a minute in and he was already out of breath. He was like sucking wind in the middle of his sentences, and I'm like, yo, dude.
I will fucking break your kneecap.
His whole defense was like, oh, you're gonna run out of breath. I surf all day. I can keep my breath. And it's like, all right.
Gets excited for like 35 seconds, and then he's already sucking wind. I jump rope, man. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know why he would send me all that though. That's the thing. I thought, am I getting punked here or what's going on? You know what I mean?
Nah, it's too easy though, man. It's too easy because that's easy to see. Like the moment he started taking jabs, that's the first thing that came to my mind. Like first he went around being cool and he was like being real friendly and all this and that. And then he started asking about, oh, I got an idea. And I'm like, oh, I get it now. So I was like trying not to take it personally. Like, what is he thinking? He's like fucking tricking people into being his dev. And it's like, come on, man. It's too easy. It's too easy. Like, oh no, he's talking shit about this.
Well, I took on one of these docs, I took the time, about an hour, maybe hour and a half, to try and understand this guy's concept. What are you talking about, bro? Like I mean, you can talk about intricacies, but at least you should be able to identify now, like the core of the mechanics of what it is you're about to build. You may not have the code, you may not have any, but you must have an idea of how the mechanics of your system is going to work. How do you expect it? Otherwise, what do you have? Just a dream that this is what I wanted. If you don't, do you see what I'm saying, Yogi? If you can't specify, at least this is the, and I'm not saying you've got to completely nail it down, but at least this is the vision of the mechanical structure of what I'm trying to create, and then you can then go from there and say, okay, this is how we need to base this out. But if you can't even explain that, what is it you're doing?
Yeah.
All I've got from him so far is, look, you know what? Maybe it needs to be an hourglass with some kind of, a fungible aspect and non-fungible token aspect within the contract. It's all going to be in one contract, and then the dev said it's better to be in two, so we're just going back to two, which is what I told him in the first place, and he told me that no, Sonny doesn't know what he's talking about, so I don't get it.
All I'm saying is I'm really disappointed that he's not here because I stopped dominating 3 hours early.
I don't get it.
I can't show up to this late.
Well, he was pretty big
so
all
mad.
week. Like, listen, you tell me all week, I'm off all week. I've got the weekdays. I'll be here anytime. So I'm here, bro. That's why I put it in the title. I'm here. You need to come and talk to me. Come and talk to me. I didn't want to waste time on Friday talking about all this crap. So here we are. Right
we
now.
got FOMO here.
Do you know what I mean?
That's a plus. We got FOMO in the chat.
FOMO's back, bro. FOMO's back. Hopefully bigger, better, and stronger, bro. That's what I'm hoping.
Yeah. He's having PTSD about clicking the link though. It's all right though, bro. We got your back, man. Click the link.
Hey, listen, I got someone new to bully, FOMO, you'll be all right, man. Come and join the crew. You don't get caught. New to bully. Yeah, you don't get caught on the wrong side now. You got a chance to get in with the right crew now. Look, on a level.
Yeah, man. I haven't heard from Bent either today. I don't know what's up with him. I did send him a message though. I got it. My OBZ phone is charging. I'm just like y'all. We all on the well. Click the link. Don't talk it. Walk it.
When were we not on an even plane, bro? That's what I'm saying. That must be your own perception going on there. Why would you elevate somebody or even put somebody down?
Here he comes.
Because he holds himself to a higher standard.
All right, I can't promise that Mike isn't going to be vicious, but I'm not in the mood today. So if you want to jump on, come and relax. Yeah.
Call me Captain Cyberho. I got this man back.
Put Mike on a leash.
I'm excited, man. I'm excited for the future, man. That's all I'm saying.
And also, FOMO, get Kondo up here.
Yeah, I heard Kondo. What happened to Kondo, man? Did he pass out? What? I wonder if Kondo's gonna be all right, man. Because I heard
he looked really bad that last stream.
He looks bad on most streams, bro.
I mean, yeah, no, but he looks worse than usual. Like he looked like he was, like I don't know, man.
I'm worried about him, man. Because if he's still in Philly, man, something, he better go back to the island Kondo. For real.
This is gonna be crazy. I think it's gonna be a little bit of crazy times for everybody at the minute with everything that's going on in the world right now. I mean, it's
I'm working on some juicy ass steam FUD.
I heard some craziness there. I was speaking to a few friends of mine and heard some proper craziness with what's going on in the UK.
I'm going to the market tomorrow morning. That's the only time I'm going to leave the house the next 2 weeks.
Yo, they were saying they're
gonna. It's empty, bro. What are you gonna go there for?
No, they let us seniors go in an hour before everybody. They stock all night, and so they let us go in before the regular public goes in.
Nice, I like that, Mike.
You got it down, Mike.
I just want to get some more water. I want to get
the thing is, in all the expensive markets, like we have a thing here called like Nature's Emporium. It's like it's like a Whole Foods. It's one of those expensive like nature stores or like organic shit, right? They're all full stock because no one wants to spend that much money.
Sonny, this
like Whole Foods is all good. Right. So I'm like, fuck, let's go to Whole Foods.
It's got to be the bikini.
Yeah, no, everyone wants to panic, but not spend that much.
Hey, Sonny, are they doing martial law there in the UK? I heard they're going to do something.
They're supposed to be going on lockdown. Listen, do you know what I've got to say? The Indian shops are taking the piss.
You know
now.
what?
Do you know what? £18. £18 for a kilo of green chilies. Like
Dang.
that's ridiculous. Absolutely
They're like gouging.
ridiculous.
The India. This is like they think it's India now.
Yeah, they're on it first, bro. Like they know Indian people are gonna try and hoard because that's the thing is we've been trying to hoard is chilies and you know enough things that we can keep making food.
Money out of too.
You guys hear that 475 people died in Italy today?
Today?
Was that today?
Today alone. Yep, 475.
Wow. Bro, Ray shared a research study on COVID with me.
Well, what they're doing is that they're letting the younger people live, and the ones that are over 80 and they don't take every chance don't get any help. So picking and choosing who's going to live in Italy right now.
Well, in Italy, their economy is so fucked with the pensions and their economy. The elderly are a strain on the economy. It's a perfect excuse to reset their demographics.
There you go.
That's what scares me. If I get all fucked up, I want to have a hospital bed to go into.
Fuck that, Mike.
Don't be scared,
I'm
Mike.
Italian. I'll fight for you, bro.
Just breathe every breath.
We'll fight for Mike.
Like
Mike is gonna have the first one in the hospital.
Fuck
we'll make
that.
sure.
Because with my diabetes, I get this fucking flu. I'm done.
Oh, you'll be all right, Mike. You done survived everything. This shit.
Mike, well, I'll tip one for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope so.
Mike, Mike survived war, Agent Orange, all this type of shit. Yeah. He's too strong, man.
But I just can't. I wish people would fucking stop hoarding shit. They don't need to have 3 fucking months worth of food and shit in their house. You know, they got.
Well, you never know, Mike. They're talking about months, man. They already canceled school for indefinitely. I mean, this year they might call this.
They're restocking the stores every day. You don't need that. You can get maybe a week's worth, but not fucking 3 weeks worth. It's fucking ridiculous.
A lot of people are worried, Mike. A lot of people are worried about because they don't know what's happening. Nobody knows what's gonna. You know, they see the empty shelves. It causes more panic. We're in a little bit of a. A vicious circle.
You can't even buy a gun anymore.
There was a good lady that got stabbed at Walmart.
Oh, I can buy a gun, just not from a store.
A lady got stabbed in a Walmart over toilet paper the other day.
Yeah, man, this toilet paper's for real. I made a video today. I didn't publish it because I was in Walmart trying to get Pampers. They had 1 bag of cereal, and like the Pampers. Luckily, I got the last 2 boxes of 6. They gonna say I'm hoarding. Like fuck that! I got 2 babies, 1 box for each one.
Yo, I got a whole bunch of Downy dryer things. So now when I wipe my ass, it smells like lavender, and there's no room.
What do you think? You should just
bring a hose into your bathroom. Just spray that. Spray your ass off. Take a shower every time you take a shit.
That's
what I said, Sonny. See, Sonny. That's what I said.
That's fucked up.
Sonny, that's what I said.
It's an American thing, man.
Wipe with your left.
Bro, have you ever?
Oh, Sonny, guess what happened? The bidet, I got it right.
Did you get it? Has it turned up nice?
No, it didn't work.
What do you mean it didn't work?
I had to return it back to Amazon.
What do you mean it didn't
coming
work?
out. There was barely any water coming out. I was dribbling even on the max.
Did you set the pipe up properly, bro?
Yeah, I got it done by my uncle's plumber.
You got a bidet?
Oh, well, you got like you must have got like a faulty one then.
I returned it back to Amazon, but guess what, Sonny? Good timing. Now they're all sold out. Fuck.
Everybody's on them, bro. Everybody's on them.
Yeah, God damn it. I gotta hop in the shower, and I was joking. I still have toilet paper. I'm good.
Bro, just use a wash rag and wash it.
Listen,
wash rag. Yeah,
how many times do you shit in a week?
Command sent out for bro. Click the link, bro. What you saying? Let's find out what's happening in your part of the world.
Cheers, Sonny.
I just picked up. Cheers, Mike.
Cheers.
I just picked up another one. I was at my mum's house and we were talking about it, and she had one, an extra spare one. I picked one up for the downstairs loo as well now, so we'll fit one on the downstairs loo.
Yo, that is like a North American thing, though. Ran out of shit paper, jump in the shower.
That's what my parents told me before I bought the bidet. They're like, just hop in the shower.
Oh,
shit's supposed to go down the toilet, not down the shower.
You're taking a bunghole shower.
Nah. Listen, bro, the plumbing. Yeah, I don't know if you know how plumbing works. Yeah, but Your shit plumbing is separate to your normal waste plumbing.
No, it isn't.
Not in America.
Yeah, it is.
No,
No, not in America.
Listen, I'm telling you.
It all
Otherwise,
goes out the
if
same
it's
drain
not,
pipe.
if it's not, yeah, you'd get the smell of shit coming out of all of your sinkholes.
No, you don't. That's what a P-trap is for.
Listen.
Yeah.
I don't
No, you
know.
don't do
In
it.
the UK,
Funny.
we have separate ones, bro. It's wired up a separate way.
Nah, here it all goes to the same main line, right out.
It all
Shoot.
the same, yeah. That's
Listen, of course it all goes out to, but I'm talking
bath.
about within your house
Freedom,
system,
baby.
within your housing system.
That's freedom.
Nah, if you put, listen, Sonny,
Listen,
Sonny,
Golden
if you
Yogi,
plunge it-
the
if
kind
you
of
plunge
guy
it-
to shit in the shower, like.
No, bro.
You got diarrhea running
bro,
up.
listen. If you plunge the toilet, you'll hear it coming out the tub pipe, all that shit.
All goes down the same pipe.
Word up.
Right.
Yeah, we'll all go down the same pipe.
I'm just saying, yeah, I don't want that shit dribbling down my leg and between my toes and all that. Yeah, it's disgusting.
Come
You're
on.
crazy, man.
Bro,
Fuck
you
that.
just wash your toes.
Just get the proper attachment for your toilet and it's done.
Now you can't though.
You can.
Just Slumdog Millionaire.
It's so
that
hard.
shit.
They're like the only ones there are the expensive ass ones. I'm not spending like 150 on a.
Well, that's not expensive. Expensive one
The
is like the
goddamn
whole
little
that-
bidet, little thing that shoots
it looks
water
like
at
a
my
separate
ass. I'm not
toilet.
paying 150 bucks.
Sonny, you got to save this video so
I'll get a water gun.
we can listen to it and talking about all
That's
this crap.
no, that water gun is good. You know,
A
you go for a
super
super soaker. That's what's up.
Yeah,
There
you gotta get the XP for max something.
Yeah.
Hey, fancy listening, it's hard times. Maybe you
Yeah.
can get a super soaker and just like attach
you
it to the
just get-
wall with a little pipe.
You know, yeah, no. I'll ask my uncle, the
Ask
plumber.
your
You know,
uncle
be like, yo,
what he
could
can do.
I hook that up to the toilet?
I am glad. I am glad if we gotta use $1 bills.
I
like,
do have a power washer though.
Recommend bills are a lot softer than
I wouldn't
UK
recommend. I can't
bills.
recommend
Like,
that.
UK bills
Oh,
are just
so
a
you
little
might not
scary.
like your ass, bro.
Let me get a drink. 1 second.
That's gonna give you an enema.
I
Not
do have a power washer, but it's probably only one time use because I'll die after.
Yeah,
Thing
that's
strips
gonna
the
give you-
paint
that's
off
gonna
of a
give you an
house.
enema. Oh yeah, you don't want that.
Yeah, no, I was cleaning my deck. It stripped all the dirt and all that off the deck.
Put your finger in there once. You ever put your finger through a power washer stream? That shit feels like it's gonna cut your fucking finger off.
I bet you it'll get the shit off though.
Oh yeah, that'll happen.
100%. There you go.
You won't be able to shit for about a week
Right?
or
They
longer.
Run hose through the window.
Hose through the window.
Best way to do is just drink a bunch of fucking Pepto-Bismol and you only shit once a
Mike.
week.
And listen, do you know what? You can do it. There's another way. There is another way. Because not everybody has that shit plumbed in, yeah. So in India, if you haven't got that shit plumbed in and you know, you've not got that power.
Lake?
Next to the toilet, yeah, you'll see. I mean, there's a whole running joke. In the UK, it used to be an empty milk bottle. Yeah, in the toilet, if you ever see an empty milk bottle in an Indian man's toilet, you know that they use that. That is the milk bottle that they fill that up and drip it down. So it's like a wash feature.
Woo. You got it.
They run it down their backside? Or
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's called a lota.
Get a towel and dry your leg off, right?
It's better than having shit dribble down your leg, bro.
Some paranti and
That wouldn't work on me. I had to take a half a roll when I wipe my ass.
Look at that. I just got
now, Mike, you're being wasteful.
No, I get the one sheet. You fold it in half. You fold
two
the sheet
sheets.
in half.
2 sheets. Fold and fold again.
Yes.
Oh fuck, that would never work.
Trust me.
Mike be shit.
You've never seen me shit. Okay.
Mike be shitting bricks.
I don't shit bricks. I shit telephone poles.
Cinder blocks.
Damn.
telephone poles.
I measured one time.
Oh fuck! Measure it. Oh no! Oh no! No! Don't answer, Mike. Don't answer how you measured it. I don't want to know.
It was fucking 12 inches long.
Oh shit!
I couldn't believe it. I had to even took a picture. I think I still have my phone.
Oh no!
He took a picture. Like,
I heard things that you should have been gay.
I've never seen it. I've never taken a shit that was 12 inches long before. I thought it was like a banana
No.
coming out.
Was it straight or curled up, Mike?
No, it was curled up.
So how do you know it was 12 inches then? What did you use to measure it? A piece of string?
I wouldn't get a fucking tape measure.
A
tape measure.
It's like Christmas. You had to unwrap it.
Nah, what you telling me it was 12 inches in diameter? I don't believe that.
No, 12 inches long. Okay, not in diameter.
What did you do?
Damn.
Uncurl it.
Loosey.
Did you uncurl it, bro? What?
How do you get this and make it measure a roll with it?
It was
like, hold on, 12 inches. That's about that. Like, see, how did you unravel it? And
listen, I couldn't believe it came out of my ass, so I went and grabbed my phone.
I can't believe it either. But I'm just wondering on how you measured it.
He's got this app on his phone where he can take a picture and just draw the line, and it tells him.
Yeah, it's a laser that you fix to the side of the seat, and as it comes out, it keeps coming out.
Gives you, oh shit!
Yeah, before it curls.
Gives you accurate measurements. Fuck.
Yeah,
it could have been longer. It might have been stuck down the hole.
That's the world that we're gonna live in after the virus. Much better.
Hey, listen, you know what? You picked up on a good point there, man. I've been thinking about it today, and it's kind of like with what's happening right now. When you look at the effects on the world, it's happening. The actual real world effects. Pollution's gone down because everything's kind of stopping a little bit. Right now, there's a lot of people being at home with their families as well, like which is could be on, but sometimes you don't get the chance to do that. So that to try and find, I was trying to look at what positives, and I was looking at it from a nature point of view. It's not a bad thing. Like from a natural planet Earth point of view, it's like the Earth's getting a little bit of a breather. It's taking a little bit of a rest here, but obviously from the human race point of view, it's not looking good.
Especially in China.
Well, but look at. I mean, you realize the Saudis. It costs less than $5 for the Saudis to get oil out of the ground. Okay.
Look at how much people are going to learn to consume less as well now. Like
exactly. But what I'm saying is, I feel like their plan is to bankrupt the whole shale oil industry, which has pretty much been all in North America.
Did you see how much? Did you see how low oil went?
Oh yeah, no, it's gonna go down to $8. Watch.
What the fuck? I saw that shit yesterday. I was like, oh damn, it was down 15% alone.
Again, because listen, it costs less than $5 for the Saudis to get it out of the ground, so they can get down to $6 and still make profit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but they can't compete with our fracking though.
So hold on, Yogi, indulge me on something.
No, they can compete with the fracking because the fracking doesn't even produce as much oil as they can produce, and the fracking isn't making profit. Or like once it gets below $25, the fracking's losing money.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So let me ask you something.
Thanks
Yogi.
for that, Rob. I appreciate you being in the live chat with us as well, man. I'm not seeing your name about too much. Pollution rate has not gone down. The daily average amount created has subsided. I get that. I was talking on a broad scale, just thinking about like if there's that many, a lot. I mean, there's a lot of businesses that are shut down, production's not coming in. So just as a knock-on effect, I would definitely imagine that we're producing less pollution in the world right now.
Air pollution in China is down 20%.
So it's been coming out on the news last night that this whole thing is like probably something like bigger going on, but they're not talking about it, and like a couple of the major governments have decided not to make it public, but they're using the virus thing as like a cover to kind of get everybody in a state of mind for like, okay, everything's not normal, like everybody needs to shelter in and all this, like all hell's about to break loose. So would you indulge me on the oil question, because I heard that all this really coincided with some breakdown between Russia and Saudi Arabia.
Yeah. Well, it's really Russia and China. So ever since OPEC was created in the late 40s or early 50s, it was decided that a barrel of oil would only be valuated against the US dollar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now China and Russia have been trying to reevaluate it to at least have another valuation against the Chinese yuan. All right. So you throw all this in the mix, and then you get the Saudis to join in, because the Saudis are like, they're like Switzerland. They're gonna go with whatever benefits them.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, they've sort of enjoyed the protection that they've had.
Yeah.
You know, but I mean, Trump has sent Kushner over there to go like try and like haggle with them. You know, I mean, like that's gonna work. I mean, they know they got an entire industry, you know, with their balls in the vice.
So here's the thing. The petro situation is way bigger than people imagine. Meaning whoever Saudi Arabia goes with, whether it's the West or the Eastern Bloc, well, of BRICS or whatever, that would kind of shift tilt the axis of like power towards Russia and China. Yes.
Yes, sir.
And so that's what I was saying. Like, the fight may be over those massive oil reserves, which is why we see this going on in in the North Pole and all that, in the Arctic.
And look at the coronavirus in Russia. It's like almost non-existent.
I heard that they were saying, look, Russia's right next to China. They have a lot of cross-border travel and all this type of stuff.
Yeah.
Because of their economic relationship, and there's zero deaths in Russia. Yeah.
Even Thailand.
No, I think it's only Nepal that hasn't got any deaths, bro.
So Russia's got deaths now?
Unless they weren't on the chart I was looking at yesterday.
Yeah, unless they're not on the chart. I could go look real quick.
Maybe it goes along with the idea that the coronavirus doesn't really like. Also, Russia's not as populated as the United States.
Well, it's not as populated over on the Chinese border, definitely.
Yeah, because there's not much there. It's usually like in the more eastern part.
Desert.
It's populated.
It's fucking desert.
Or the it's in the more western part. It's populated. Right. As soon as you get past all the major cities, it's all just small villages and all that in Russia. Yeah, but the oil thing's been screwing a lot of, like Canada up here, it's been screwing us. Our dollar's down to 68 cents now.
Dude, Canada, man, our dollar. I mean, I was just in Toronto a week ago.
You're in Canada, bud. You're in here.
And it was like $1.30 of yours to ours. Now it's $1.45.
No, I'm in Canada. I'm in Toronto.
In Toronto?
So
no, that's what, I was in Toronto last week.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, over here in Canada, up here, it's like our dollar's way down.
Yeah.
Yeah, relax. We're here, bro. Jump on if you want, man.
The only thing that
we all just try to work all these out together.
So I watched this over the last week. So here's the way the finance, the whole world started to look for where the safe haven was. Okay, at first it was like, okay, gold kind of held. It dropped a few points, but everything else dropped, and everybody started going into the Japanese yen and the Swiss francs. Okay, and then the U.S. put the ban on the European travel. And all of a sudden, the money flowed out of the francs and out of the yen into the U.S. dollar.
Yeah.
And then gold started to fall back into the U.S. dollar. A lot, exactly. Gold's down 12%.
And that's crazy. That's crazy, though.
Yeah. And now what's interesting is Bitcoin, where all the rest of the markets are like pointing down, and Bitcoin's consolidating.
Bitcoin
I do think Bitcoin will fall further, but you know.
It's going to outperform the world
overall.
market.
I think it'll outperform.
So we're at 5,200 or so, 5,300.
Yeah, we're oscillating pretty good in between.
Yeah,
that range.
with the market though has come down over 35%. You know, let's say the lows of 23,000 on the Dow. That was the big drop that made Bitcoin go down to about 3,700.
But
and it's recovered since then.
Oil is at a 67% drop.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So I'm of the idea that we should be preparing to buy the biggest losers on the Dow. Not yet, but for sure. Like just today alone, the airlines were down about 30% each. And I can imagine from the highs of 29.5, they're way down.
And did you hear that our best tech in the United States, in my opinion, being Tesla Motors for electric vehicles, all right? And the sheriff, because of the lockdown, says that it's a non-essential, and so they're shutting down the plant.
Wow.
Only for
it's like you just watch. This will be used against certain parts of industry as suppression, like because you know that Ford and Chevy has been waiting for an opportunity to close down Tesla.
All the auto manufacturers have shut down for 2 weeks right now.
Yo, I just got some news in that up in Canada, our what's it called? I'm in high school, so in Canada, our school just got canceled till the fall, so I'm probably not graduating this year. I don't know what they're doing with that. Or I'm doing online school. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, we just got the announcement today in the UK that after this weekend, kids, all the schools are shutting in England.
Yeah, shit.
Right.
For a year, Sonny?
No, they've just said indefinitely at the moment.
Yeah, that's what we're getting here.
But you know, a lot of people are speculating. I think because there's only one term left after this now, before the main summer holidays anyway.
Yeah.
So I think it's is it July they break up, June or July?
And they said if they come back, Sonny, they're not going to force the kids to take the SAT test.
Well,
yeah, there's no testing.
I was talking about it with my daughter, and I was like, look, no matter what, you've got to understand this is happening to everybody at the same time. So they will make provisions, like when we've come through this, and you know, when kids are back at school and the system is back to normal, as you know, if you want to call it normal, or when they have some kind of system set up, that you know that will be taken into account ultimately.
So just throw the 2020 school season out the window and start all over.
Yeah. Well, if that does happen, either I'm gonna have my graduation on Zoom.
Like they're 3/4 of the way through the course now, Mike.
I know, but they can't complete it. Well, how can they do anything?
They could do it online.
Yeah, they are saying they're setting up some online services. We're specifically been asked by the schools if we've got
internet.
What
about all the seniors that are supposed to graduate this year?
I said we're gonna graduate online. But imagine Skype graduating or Zoom.
No, let me tell you something else that's been really weird going on. Let me tell you something else that's been really weird going on. So as I drive around, there's a cop car and a truck upgrading from pole to pole. They're running fiber line no matter where I go. They're on the side of the road everywhere.
Yeah, they got to make sure the internet don't go down now, bro. Would be economic breakdown, bro.
They're upgrading it.
That's what I'm saying.
not even just go down. They're like reinforcing the network.
We're going from 5G to 10G immediately.
Right, listen, if everybody's on the net now, wow.
That's a sign. That's a sign. To me, from what I see going on in the country now, right? Especially with Trump's war power declaration, right? We're in a mode of preparation for war. They're using the rhetoric and the tone and the terminology and the news and then
today there were army tanks flying up and down the motorways in the UK. It's all over social media. Like in the UK, what do you need the tanks for, man? Like what the hell do you like? They're expecting something crazy. I get it. Okay, you need to call the forces back, and you know you might see the odd Humvees flying up and down. They've got to get around. But tanks? What in the UK? What do you need that for?
The corona off.
Hey, Sonny, they mobilized the National Guard here in California.
Yeah, I think for that they worried about just like
up in San Francisco, you can't go out of your house.
Well, do you think they're more worried about the population, like in the sense of they're worried about looting and things like that?
The looting.
No, what I'm alluding to is that there's nothing. Not to say that there's not a little virus going around or a strong flu, for example, right?
Yeah.
What I'm saying is that there's something bigger going on in the background.
There might be, bro, because it's like, it seems like it's
preparing for that.
This is like the permission giver.
Sonny, they're not going to be able to keep people in their house for 2 or 3 months.
Well, Mike, I think it was just yesterday Boris advised people not to go out, and London was packed. Everybody was still in the pub. Nobody listened. Nobody cared.
I know. Did you see?
But they're going to convince people to do it themselves. That's the thing.
What, with big tax driving down the street?
Do you remember after 9/11? listen,
How about
you
the
remember after
spring breakers
9/11?
all down at the beach in Florida? What the fuck they doing down there? The dumb fucks.
They chilling, bro. Niggas trying to.
Oh, fuck that. They're chilling.
But you remember
No,
after
but-
9/11?
No,
And-
listen. What's
and
the
everybody was
best?
waving their flags all around, and then all of a sudden they say, "Oh, we're going to Iraq," and it was like the people that had actually like thought about it go, "Wait, why are you going to Iraq?" And everybody else is like, "Yeah, let's go to
Because-
Iraq."
Hey, Saint,
Yeah.
all these young people don't realize that they're probably infected and infecting people like me, the dumb fucks. When they just
Mike, listen, you don't want to be calling them dumb fucks. They might infect you on purpose.
Mike,
You've been living long enough.
I'm feeling like there's like what would be the
What's up,
best
guys?
scenario possible for the world if bombs started dropping, for everyone to already be in or near shelter. You understand? So
I mean,
like
depends
say there's a
where the
bigger
bombs-
situation in the background where all hell's about to break loose for real, like they're about to really go toe to toe over Saudi Arabia or something. You know, because it's strategic.
Hold
If
on,
Saudi
hold on,
Arabia-
Zayn. Hold on.
Go ahead.
What's happening, iPhone? Welcome to the stream, bro. Long time no see.
Yeah, you've been here for a while. You just listen.
What's up, Sonny?
How you doing, man?
I'm all right.
You
How
sure,
are
bro?
you?
Listen, you got to get that little bit of pep back in your voice, man.
Oh no, I just streamed for like 2 hours. I got it all out.
That's good, man. That's good. Listen, harder times are coming. You know, we need to be physically strong. We need to be mentally strong, and you know, we need to come
Bumble,
out of
go
this
down
not
to-
being victims. You know, and I'm saying that to including myself and including to everybody. We need to have the attitude that we're going to survive, not just the virus,
100%. What I've
but
been training
you know,
for
whatever
10
the world
years.
is going to throw at us now, and be sensible about things, and you know, care for our loved ones as much as possible.
Yo,
Boom,
word
go down
up.
to the beach
What?
there in
That
Florida
is a
and tell
great
those fucking
idea.
kids to go home and stop doing all that fucking shit.
Here's
That
my
is a
take.
great idea. Boom. Diamond.
Here's my take on it.
About to do it.
I
About to
actually
go buy all the toilet paper and put it on Amazon for $20 and
They'll stop you doing that.
getting
bro.
all
They'll
the
stop you.
Bitcoin.
What you saying, FOMO?
No, I was gonna say my take on it was I don't know if you caught the stream, but my son finally fucking called. The one that's in the VA in the hospital,
Yeah.
on the base. And so he's not, I don't want to give his location away, but he's on the East Coast, but he's not quite in the hot zone, I guess, where he's kind of off in the distance. So results will vary, I think. But he told me they had 30 people come in and only 3 got tested because they matched the symptoms.
Okay.
And they're waiting 1 to 2 days, he told me. They have plenty of swabs, he told me. And I'm like, why aren't they testing down here? Why don't we have swabs down here? You don't know. Obviously, I think they're just keeping them like mushrooms, keeping them dark, feeding them bullshit, because I think they want to keep that invincibility on their side with them, because he was acting like it wasn't a big deal. He's telling me that the military doctors he talks to, it's just a strong flu.
Yeah, that's
You'll
well.
get sick for 5 days. I'll go home. So I'm not worried about dying from the virus. I have to protect my wife because she has one of those underlying illnesses.
Yeah.
So I'm worried about her, and obviously, like, you know, the elders. But I'm worried about the economic part of this. Like this.
But
shit,
that's the thing, isn't it? That's what we all have to try and deal with and survive now.
Well, I think
that's
there's
why
a
I
lot
meant,
of
like,
smart. There's
what
a lot
I
of
meant
smart
was-
minds here, though.
My Mrs.
Yeah,
Popper
right.
burst my bubble the other day. I'll be honest with you. I've always had this underlying plan that I'm going to try and get back to India, back to the village. They'll be all right there. Like, you know, in the villages, they're closer to, you know, they're not. You'd imagine that they're not as dependent on things because it's, you know, they've not maybe had mobile phones for that long, and they've not had, you know, constant electricity. You know, I'm not saying it's a new thing, but it's things that have developed over the past 5 or 10 years, or 20 or so years.
You grow in your own vegetables and you grow in all your own food.
Yeah, that's what I'd always thought. That I was telling my missus about. She goes, "Listen, what you're talking like 20 years ago. Have you seen the villages now? They're all modern, dependent on everything. All got air conditioning, internet, everything everywhere. They're going to be just as screwed as everybody else now because even they've become modern." So
yeah,
I was
Well,
like,
that's
look,
what I meant before when I said that we're all on the same plane now. Look, I've been, you know, my situation. I've been out of work for a while, and it's always like, man, fuck. I always felt like I was, you know.
I see
just
what you
basically
mean. I
forgotten
see
about
what
it.
you
And
mean. I
now,
see
yeah,
what you mean. I see
we're
what you
now,
mean.
yeah, there's gonna be
Not
80%
everybody's
of the
like
people.
that.
No, it's still not everybody
exactly,
though like
Steven,
that.
now. I hate that it's like that. I don't want it to be like that.
Let me say something else that really caught my eye that Trump said in his stimulus proposal. So the idea was $2,000 to households immediately, and wait for it,
if you qualify,
$1,000 to each adult quarterly. Hold on, quarterly.
Wow.
Hold on. Quarters is like, okay, that's 1/4 of a year, and he's saying plural. What are we going to be doing this till the end of the year?
Yeah, if he's working out over a quarter. First of all, that's only $333 a month.
Yeah, that ain't shit. But he's also they've also suspended the idea that people can get evicted, taken out for their mortgage, any of that. So they're making it impossible for people to have to get like the only really reason you're gonna need money is for food right now.
Hold on, Rod Core, I have to disagree. Sorry, mate. Listen, Rod Core says every man for themselves. Sadly, that's the case. No, I think that's completely wrong. Like right now, let me give you an example. There's a few older people that I know that live close to me, like my neighbors, or within walking distance from my house. I don't normally speak to them, or I don't know their names or anything like that, but I know that they live in those houses. So as a family, we went round to speak to these people just to let them and give them a phone number, just to let them know that, look, if you're stuck or you're struggling or you need something and it gets bad, just let us know, and we can't promise anything, but we will do our best to try and help you. I think times like this, it can bring community together as well. And that's back in the day, like I was just talking about in the villages, that's how they survived. Because, any one person on their own, yeah, it's a big problem. But if you get a community of people all living, trying to just make ends meet or just live together at the end of the day, a community of people together can do that. That's why I always had that dream that, look, if shit fucked up, I'm gonna try and get back to the village in India, because I know those guys.
We start making.
They will work it out. Yeah, they will work it out between everybody. Will have their own little jobs, but they're closer to getting that kind of society back up and running than anybody I know. People like, and I'm in the UK. I lived in the UK all my life, but I'm accustomed to things over here now as well. Like nice, but like IFOMO says, I think we're all about to lose that and come back down to a different playing field. It's not necessary that everybody's being dropped though, IFOMO. You wouldn't believe, like, certain people I've been speaking to, it's potluck. If you happen to be in an industry at the moment where you have some kind of dependent service or product that you provide, things are going crazy for you right now.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of, I guess now I'm fortunate because my wife has one of those, or I think she does. Anything, if the internet breaks and they can't telecommute, or the infrastructure keeps going down, up and down, they're going to lose business and they're going to end up firing people. That's what I'm
one positive that I have seen so far, and I've got to shout out Boris Johnson for this today. Yeah, it's not often you hear me praise that guy. Yeah, but the Prime Minister of the UK. Today, one thing he said, and one thing that he's putting a little bit of importance towards that I think was beneficial, was the antibody test, which is a test to prove that you've had corona and you now have the antibodies to fight that particular virus. So you're a survivor, basically.
Is that how it is? Because it's a disease. Disease is fatal and incurable.
It's a virus, not a disease.
No, they keep calling it a disease, though. They call it a virus.
Listen to these motherfuckers. They don't know. Listen, ask yourself.
I mean, these are doctors.
Like tens of thousands of people have recovered from it. I know there's a lot of people that have died.
Here's the trip.
Confusion.
Okay,
is it
here's the
remission?
big trip about it all. Is that this was created by virologists, okay? And virologists that play around with this stuff all the time, okay?
Let's just say it's a very elegant design. If nothing, you can't really prove anything, but the design is very elegant. And to be crude about things, the way that it attacks the elderly and not affect the young population is that's what I say. That's what I mean when I say elegant.
Well, it does affect the young population.
Well, not to the extent that it's affecting.
Not to the extent, no.
It's not causing too many deaths within young people,
right,
unless they've already
But
got
see, listen,
underlying illnesses.
But HIV and AIDS are viruses, but they're diseases by definition because they're fatal and incurable. They can be put in remission, but they can never.
India has cured this thing already.
What?
I heard that.
I'm just saying.
You know,
they were using malaria and HIV drugs, and they cured it for some people.
Sonny, what makes it bad for old people? It's a respiratory disease, and our lungs appreciate.
Mike, I can fully imagine having contracted back in December some sort of virus that was a strong flu. Even from that, I can imagine, I can understand how it would affect, people that are at risk and the the elderly, because it was.
They will come get you.
It was harsh. It was harsh. I'm waiting for that antibody test, man. I'd be happy to take that. That for me to put my mind at rest a little bit. That
I'm just erring on the side of
through that
caution.
already.
I'm sticking with the girl from Terminator. Sticking with the girl from Terminator.
They've had the disease now, Sonny, and they're going to take the blood out of them, and they think that they can put antibodies in somebody that's sick and can help fight the disease, because your body builds antibodies after you've had a flu in it.
Yeah, obviously, Mike, they've got to go through a certain level of testing. Imagine if now, they didn't test it properly, and all of a sudden you've released the antibody, and that's ended up killing a whole load of people. Do you know, that's like the worst, and then we do end up killing everybody just, because that would be man-made then, like really man-made. So they've got to be careful. I get that. They've got to understand it a little bit. But listen, I'll be honest, I was a little bit late on the street. I sorted out some RSO oil earlier on as well. I'm going to start taking a little bit of
I'm with Sarah on. I'm with Sarah
boost
Connor.
the immune system. Do what we can.
You know what year it is?
Justin's pumping his bag before the fork. Yeah, it's not that. Listen, things are carrying on with regards to development and the project and everything that's going on with Index. The devs are still working. In fact, if anything, it's given them a little bit more time, with what's going on at the minute. So I'm happy from that point of view. But I don't want to be disrespectful to what's going on in society and the world right now. Again, I feel it's a little bit selfish to just go on and keep talking about individual projects a little bit. People hyping this up, maybe not realizing, what's about to happen in the world. Do you know?
Everybody thinks they're getting $2,000 every month.
That's not happening.
They dangling the check in our face as a distraction while we're looking another way at the check.
That is the way.
Going on.
No, that's the way that everybody's going to get on board with this whole plan. They're like, oh yeah, please, 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 I want that money.
The thing is, you don't really have a choice but to be on board. There's no on board. They're just trying to get some money flowing through the economy for people who don't have, because you're not going to have any wages. So
if we had more balls in this country, in the United States, okay, and we stood up against our government more often,
that's never going to happen.
Okay, if they did, then
why don't you do that? Aren't you free anyway?
Because they're all too comfy.
But aren't you free already?
No, well, I'm free no matter what, because I believe.
Land of the free, home of the brave, American dream.
Yeah, but what are you going to do at this moment? You got
because I'm sitting here in the most, we get lined up and shot weekly here.
You got my point there, bro. I got to say you got a mad point.
So, and you guys have all the guns, so we don't get guns here.
For Bernie Sanders?
It takes them away from us, like in America.
Trust me, it's not to be disrespectful, but that shit's never gonna happen.
Stand up.
I know, I understand the reasons why it's not going to happen is because people aren't going to do it. People in Europe do it.
Here's the thing: no populist does it.
Yes, they do.
No populist does it. No, they do it with the assistance of like our government. It's not like, oh, they had a random thought. Let's overthrow the government today. Hell no. You need assistance.
Do you think that the yellow coats, the yellow jackets were government? No,
but that was France.
What is yellow jacket?
That was France.
What are yellow?
Not Hong
that was
Kong.
In France. All for the last.
No, you're talking about a long time ago. I'm talking about today.
No, I'm
in this era.
not talking about a long time ago. talking about. I'm talking about.
Yeah, but you're
movements
talking about
that have been
France, and
happening
you're talking about a
recently
place
in our-
where they
in our
used to have
existence.
guillotines and where they have the French Revolution. Yeah, that's a French kind of thing. That's what French people do. They stand up, they complain, and then they say, "Hey, we're not doing this. We're going to eat our bread, our salami, our wine. We're going to sit here on the street and do nothing." That's what French people do, and they get louder and louder and louder and louder. It's just what French people do. They don't do that in Spain or in Germany or in England. It's the French people.
Yogi, are you voting for Bernie Sanders?
Sorry. Wait, who?
Does
No,
Yogi
Mike.
want Bernie Sanders?
Doesn't matter who you vote for, man.
I said no, Mike.
Do you realize what
But it
happened?
doesn't-
There's not gonna be an election this year.
Yeah, exactly.
Face
They're
cards.
already
Maybe-
postponing.
Just
they're
like
already-
Putin just requested to be president until 2027.
Bro, Putin's been president
Trump
since I've
should do
been a
that.
kid.
I know. He's going to continue
That's-
being president.
Yeah, they gave him the formula. They
Because
gave
he's
Trump
the
the
best
formula. Like,
president ever.
So this is how Trump's going to get his third term then now, right?
He's going to be on
No.
his seventh
He has to get his
term.
second term first.
yeah, he's
Yeah, I
got
know, but they won't count this one.
no. So hold on.
If they
Here's
cancel
something
it.
to consider though. At what point in history in America has it been okay ever to postpone an election or anything like that?
Never.
That
won't.
would have
They'll go
to.
to-
That would have to be for a wartime emergency. It would
Yeah.
never.
But that's what
He
happens when
already
the U.S.
coined it the invisible enemy today. We are potentially the enemy. It's kind of like saying if you've got corona, you're the enemy now.
Yeah.
I'm saying, aren't we
Kill us
fighting?
all. I'm with Sarah. I told you I'm with Sarah Connor. They'll kill us all.
Morgan Maniac says, "You guys don't know shit about history. How do you think our country? I think that's supposed to be our country came to be. Revolution by the people."
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Like, wow, nobody ever heard of that. We're all American.
Wait, you didn't have history in school?
Yo, Saint, bro.
Bro,
Hey,
we're
listen,
talking
you
about.
only got 200 years. How can you not know your history, bro? You've only got 200 years of history.
Oh, dude, it's 200.
Bro, I'm talking about modern history.
Oh, sorry,
I'm talking about.
245. Yeah,
I'm talking
I'm
about
5,000
modern
years old,
present-day
bro.
revolution.
We got to go back. to
Yeah,
India.
I know. We've got 10,000. So.
Hey,
No, I'm
don't
talking-
you think we're fighting a war right now, an enemy that we don't even can't see? Aren't we fighting a
No,
war?
that you,
No,
that you
no,
and the
Mike.
Gen-
Yeah, you keep
If
up
you
with
believe
the
we're
Iraq.
at war now, that means the government is at war with its own people.
No,
Exactly.
we're at a war fighting a
There's no
virus.
war.
No, listen. At the end of the day, people have that virus. Is that who you're fighting? The people with the virus.
No, we're fighting the
people
people at the fucking beach doing the fucking spring break that are carrying the shit. That's
Why
what
are you
we're
mad,
fighting.
bro?
You just hate on people that are trying to have fun, Mike? What are you doing?
Yeah,
No,
that's what
because
it sounds like,
right
Mike.
now, hey, look, life is
Come
not
on, stop cutting my
right
investment.
now. Life, you can't live like you did 2 weeks ago. Okay,
Sure
life
you
has
can.
changed.
No,
we gotta,
Life,
Yeah.
life,
we gotta
you-
think about that.
They're in your head, Mike.
Hey, man, I've been
There is
living.
totally- It's okay. to
No,
not
listen, on a
fucking
level though,
virus.
Mike, you're right. You do. You really do. But there's a lot of people out there that are going to believe that they don't have to.
I know, but they could be carrying the virus, Sonny, and then
Then you
infecting
should stay at
people
home,
like
Mike.
me.
You at
I
work.
am
check
staying
this
at
out.
home, but I don't like
Mike,
it. I
you've
don't
gone
fucking
through the
like
war. Stop
I'm
complaining.
at Wawa right now.
That's
Like, I'm
kind of
at
like
every-
saying you're happy with martial law and everybody stay in the fucking houses, nobody go anywhere, and
Well, I'm
that's
not
it.
talking about martial law, Sonny. I'm just talking about being responsible for a couple of weeks. Just
Yeah.
to change your life so we can
Yeah,
cope
put
with
my
it.
all
temperature
old people
measuring
on the-
laser on my
Listen,
AK-47.
have you seen the state of the supermarkets? Nobody's going to be sensible.
I know,
Yeah.
but I'm just saying there could be a lot of people dead because the people were stupid. They shouldn't have
Well,
been.
Hey,
I got the last 5 boxes
Okay.
of rice and roni and the last
let me
5
ask
boxes
a
of
real
mac and
question,
cheese.
everybody. Let me ask a real question. Do we all believe in decentralization?
No.
No.
I do.
No?
For the
Yeah.
blockchain, maybe.
Well, then
Yeah.
we need to decentralize our population.
That's not happening.
No, listen,
What?
I do in the whole
It is happening, as
essence
we
of the
speak.
word. Say
No,
honestly,
it's never
yeah.
gonna happen.
listen, bro. India used to be decentralized, man. That's how we survived for 5,000 years.
I know.
When the
and
British
England
came
and
to
fucked
try
it
and
all
beat
up.
India, the reason that they couldn't actually come and say that claim that they won is because whenever they beat one part, another part would pop up and say, well, no, you know, you didn't beat us, so you and then they'd beat them, and then another part would pop up and they'd say, oh, well, no, you haven't beat us, we've got Rajas and Maharajas as well now. So, you know, it's like it is kind of like a decentralized, how can you attack a decentralized place? So the only way they could was to make it centralized. Let's make it centralized first, then we fuck them guys up. That's what they did. That's the plan.
Exactly. That's the installation.
What I'm
of
saying
government.
is, if things are moving backwards and we're going back to a time, you know, if we are moving towards a decentralized time, people were living.
If you reduce the population, you get the opportunity to do that.
No, it'll just be easier to centralize.
The thing is, the centralized entities that exist today are fighting hand over tooth, still, as they are every day, to be the number one, to be the main centralized authority of the world. That's, you know,
Sonny,
that's
the
not
reason
gonna
I
stop.
want to say, Sonny, the reason I want people to be sensible, so we don't have to have fucking martial law. If
Agreed.
everybody would just take it easy and chill, we could get
In
through
an
this
ideal,
thing.
Mike, the thing is, listen, in an ideal world, I understand that. Somebody told me something once. He goes, look, a person can be clever. You know, if you talk to a person, they can be clever. But people, as a collective, people are dumb. That's just the way it is.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? You can sit here and have an individual conversation with even with a small group of people, but eventually, it's like, if everybody else is acting up, what are you going to do? I mean, listen, all right, I'll tell you, somebody came to me and said, look, you know, if you go to the supermarkets now, you shouldn't be hoarding, you shouldn't be doing this, that, and the other. So I've gone to the supermarket, and I've seen, in the flour section, they have got, in Asda, no flour at all. There's one type of flour left, and it happens to be the type of flour we use to make Indian chapatis. Right?
Oh.
So there's 18 bags of this flour, and the whole rest of the flour section is completely empty. Right? So at this point, are you telling me I should only pick up 2 of these bags or 3 of these bags? When I can blatantly see that, look, there's none of this left.
Yeah, but Sonny, I went to the grocery store by me this morning, and I was surprised in the state of it. They didn't have toilet paper, but like they didn't have ground beef, but they had meats. There was canned food. There was flour. There was pasta.
Yeah.
I was really shocked.
Did anybody go and talk to the managers of the shop like you did with DP when he wasn't, when there were no
spoke to
art?
listen, people are struggling to get bread now in the UK. It's getting a bit crazy. Things have started to do anyway.
Yeah, I was actually going to volunteer just to like help stock the shelves.
There's no
Sonny's just saying the same thing Harvey Keitel said.
Mike, but you have to see it also this way. For what we've known each other, I mean, personally, not very long, but literally, you go into every scam that's out there, and everybody's telling you, "Yo, Mike, just don't do it. It's another thing. It's another thing." Where is your responsibility? And just, you know, now you're going to turn around and be like, "Oh, I don't have any money left at all in cryptocurrency the last year." You know, it's you want children to have responsibility, and you know, here you are.
Into those scams are not.
I'll admit it. I emptied the shelf, guys. I emptied the shelf. I'm going to go and get another drink. I'll be back in 2 minutes.
So, Saint, you said something about you saw them hardening the infrastructure near you.
They're hardening it.
Well, hasn't anybody seen, like, over a decade ago, those FEMA locations started popping up and getting built, and they're doing their test runs on everything, and all of they're all on major train lines throughout the country, and they all have the barbed wire that faces in like a prison.
Yeah, looks all like Second World War. Do they have any
ventilators? I bet you all them ventilators are like the old ones that used to have the pump in them and shit.
Cremation places?
You guys are starting shit.
No, but they didn't want. They said that only military people would be able to run them. They'd have.
Well, it's going on in Iran. I mean, there's a ton of dead people there apparently, or that's just fake news.
All I'm saying is you gotta
see how
find
this goes.
happiness in death.
And this well, what Saint, huh? Come on, speak up.
Let's see how this goes. Fucked up, came to Wawa, made my cup of coffee, left my wallet at home.
You don't have like digital pay. Apple Pay, Samsung Pay, Google Pay.
Nah, I don't fuck with none of that. That's what they're trying to get us to do, man. The news is like, you need to move to these cashless payments, these touchless systems where you just put your phone near the little thing. Fuck that.
Or the card. The card already
Like
has
a
that, though, on the ATM.
order
Actually,
menu.
are you trusting your card but not trusting? Actually, it's more secure to have it on, say, your iPhone, because you know how your card, if you have touch and if you have tap enabled.
Android.
Yeah, no, but if you have tap enabled. Okay, if you have tap enabled, some guy can come up to you with an RFID scanner and hit it and walk right by you and get your shit. But if you have it on your phone, say you have it on your phone.
It might be a girl. It might be a girl grab his butt.
But in order to access it on your phone, you have to put in your fingerprint, right?
You know what, Fancy?
Well,
it sucks to be poor because I got Android. Okay.
Yeah, no, you can do it on Android Pay.
Oh, you said Apple. It's got to be Apple.
I'm just using an example because I have an iPhone.
Saint, do they have any toilet paper in there?
Yeah. You're giving an example of a phone that you're not even using.
Saint, is there any toilet paper in there?
No.
You have an iPhone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you use an Android?
I actually do have an Android. I have an S4 over here.
And
But
almost
shit, but I have one.
myself out the car.
Hold on, where is it?
No,
I
they-
have an S4. I actually
That's a
also have an
Samsung,
Android
right?
tablet and an S4.
Better have
Wow,
some
man.
money.
Sounds
Almost
like,
like condo.
I'm not like Condo. I'm not gonna be like.
Mini condo.
I have an S4 right here.
Just don't show it off.
That's it. I'm not gonna show it off more. I'm just gonna.
Just show the boxes off.
Hey, Saint,
better have-
did you see that picture,
Yo,
that
bro.
post earlier? Man, the quarantine squad came to my house today.
Nah,
What did
why?
they bring? We didn't actually see what they were drinking. What was in the cooler?
They were-
Come on. Bud Light, huh?
Oh, fucking 12 pack of Bud Light, 12 pack of Budweiser.
I fucking knew it.
What'd they say to you? You're too close to the border?
Yeah, they came by and tested us. No, they just came by like they
Are you
because they work in the
serious, bro?
fields and shit. So no. Did you see the video? In Decentralized Minds?
No,
The
no,
free-
bro.
I did
I
a
was,
video
I
of
was
them in
out.
there.
I was out dominating all day, bro.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Saint doesn't do
dude.
chats
Full-time
anymore.
affair, man. It's a full-time affair, man.
No, we jumped down.
Saint's got his
I was like looking out the
laptop.
window,
He's
like
ready
seeing
to-
like 4 dudes like in like all like in like hazmat suits. I'm like, what the fuck? And then they popped the trunk. I'm like, oh, don't tell me I'm gonna get robbed right
shit.
now. Yeah,
Are
so
you
they popped the
serious?
trunk.
Hold on, hold
looking
on.
in that.
So they came to your crib
Came to my crib in hazmat in all white suits.
and they
There's
was about
one
to
jumped out of the
quarantine
car.
whoever had that shit, bro.
No,
because they know the
These are my
Mexicans
friends
made
and
the
shit, but I didn't know
clothes.
this when they first got out of the car. The only thing I seen is like 4 dudes
Oh,
get out
they
of the
tried
shit.
to play you out. You got the weirdest
no,
friends
I was
play
like, dude,
jokes
I was like,
that.
And
yeah.
they came with some beers.
Yeah,
Holy
it's like,
shit.
dude, they jumped out
I'd
of the
have
car.
been loading it.
They
I'd
jumped
have
out,
been
I was like,
loading
what the
the
fuck? And then they
bro.
popped the trunk.
Okay,
I'm like,
they
man,
came
either
with
they're going to
the-
try to rob me or who the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? I just, and then they got out.
What's up, Eng? I'm back. What's up,
Hey.
big fella? Good day, bro. Good day.
Left my wallet at home.
She was crazy today, dude. She was crazy. They just popped about no. I posted the video. I was like, what? And then he says, yeah, dude, we come for your lungs. Like, you know.
Ian J, you got punked by your friends?
No, they
Imagine
came over
getting pranked
fucking.
like that though.
No, they work in hazmat suits. You know what I'm saying? It's just today they just came over in one.
Imagine getting pranked like that though.
Oh yeah, I know. I was scared. I was like, oh fuck. Dude.
They start
I was
carrying you
thinking
out.
I was really thinking the worst. I was really thinking the worst because when they jumped out, like face covered up, hands covered up. You know what I'm saying? They had masks on. They had a full white bodysuit on. I'm like, fuck, dude.
Quick, let me live stream
The
this.
whole world's a stage, Ian J. The whole world's a stage, man.
Yeah, hey,
I know.
Sonny, play the video. Play the video.
Ian J, how's that ghost going at your house?
You have to hold on, Mike.
Oh,
I'm eating some lamb curry.
Ian J, you should have. Did you really record
The
it?
ghost still there?
Yeah, I posted it.
You should have.
I got
You
like
should
2,
have
3
just
videos of
really.
it.
Bro, you should have put
What
on
was
there
it?
that the real squad came to your house. That shit would have got millions of views right now.
Yeah, did you put it on YouTube?
I was thinking that at the time, like, dude,
Yo,
I
yo.
was just kind of tripping out.
You
and
should have
shit,
put
like,
that
the-
out on YouTube and Twitter. Do it
Homeland
still.
Security would have came and
fellas
locked
on
you up for real though.
They probably would have.
Yo, read this fella. I got
Homeland Security would have seen that video. It's like, oh, you think that's funny, huh?
And
You're
what's gonna
right.
happen if we're on lockdown? You can't even move house, bro.
I'm moving anyway. I don't give a
Once
fuck.
you get
I'm
that
only
back,
moving 2 blocks.
Oh, you're not going too far, though, are you?
About this.
You'll get away with it.
Hey, if I'm gonna get quarantined, it's gonna be my new fucking house. I'm not getting.
No, bro. You know what you gotta do?
Don't get the
You should stay where you're at for a couple months, because it's all gonna be basically rent free.
You
But the
think?
new place gonna be rent free too, though?
You think until they tell you they want the retro in 3 months and they're throwing you out and you have to go to a FEMA camp
This
if
shit's
you gotta
gonna be
know where to
longer than
live.
3 months, bro.
It doesn't matter. They'll push you into a FEMA camp.
Saint, I want to talk to that for a moment.
Bailouts, bro. Bailouts.
Maybe.
I want to speak to that just for a
I
moment.
hope so.
And he's in California. That's a Democratic government. They'll pay him. They'll pay his back rent. All you got to do is go downtown.
When in history has the little people ever really been bailed out? Come on now.
Bitcoin. I mean,
cryptocurrency.
No.
When in history, I'll indulge you, Yogi. When in history has something like this ever happened?
No. Okay. It's happened. It's happened.
Not in our history.
None. It has.
Yeah, it has.
It might have happened. It might have happened in the past, Yogi, but the world wasn't at the economic state it was at right now. The governments haven't advanced and evolved to the levels that they're at right now. The systems that are in place now were not in place back then.
Hold on. Let me explain what I mean. In this country, there has never been an order for businesses to close at a certain hour and other businesses to close indefinitely. At some point, probably in the next week or two, there's going to be not for this amount of time. What are you talking about, bro? I've been alive for almost 40 years.
I've never seen it happen.
Listen, can I just put this one to bed quickly? Listen, let me explain one thing, Yogi. It's forget what individual countries are doing. It's never been the case where every single country is on lockdown the way it is right now. That's the difference this time. That even individual countries, it's got to the point that countries that can survive on their own resource are the the real kind of powerhouses, contenders in the world.
But here's my point: here's what banks do. Banks always foreclose on. They always end up winning. The banks always win.
Yeah, it's an imaginary enemy. There's no winning. Either you pay your mortgage or you don't. And if you break your contract, you get your house foreclosed on. That's not winning.
Well, no, listen. In the UK, Boris says that he's announced plans.
The thought of saying, "Oh, I can just spend all my money and I'm not going to have to pay this back," is a fallacy, in my opinion.
Nah, it's not.
What's happened?
First of all, in the great state of California, it is a democratic country. And in democratic jurisdictions, social services are way overdone. So hold on, wait, let me finish.
Way overdone.
In non-emergency situations like this one, for example, someone in the state of California could go without paying their rent for a certain amount of time.
Listen, in the UK, that's what Boris announced, that there's going to be a 3-month respite on mortgage payments.
All that shit. You can't get evicted. You can't get foreclosed.
Yeah, and they're passing a bill passing a law so that if you're renting, you can't be evicted. Landlords are not allowed to evict you.
But let's say in 3 months,
for the whole world,
the coronavirus has been eradicated. Okay.
Here's what I'm trying to say. Hold on. Here's the better idea. Hold on. During this period where you can't get evicted or foreclosed on, how about you just hold the money? I ain't saying blow the money. I'm saying hold it.
Sure. How many people do you think that?
Hold on. And when the time comes, you let them know, hey, I had to spend it on all this emergency shit. Okay, no problem, sir. Or you got to pay, or it's no problem, sir. We understand what happened.
I saw how many times
That's going to be the situation when you can finally say the little guy won.
Hey, I just did my refi at the right time. I don't have a house payment now till June.
Yeah, either do I. I just sold my thing.
So I did my refi at the right time. I mean, it was just unfortunate. I mean, lucky I did it. But
you're lucky you sold it too, because I don't think anything's selling for a while here.
No, yeah, my appraisal just came back.
Wait, hold on. Okay, well, since I'm leaving my lease 1 month early, and so I don't have to pay rent next month, so I'm not really breaking my lease, right?
I don't know about that.
That's a perfect opportunity to try and get away with it.
Yeah, exactly.
Interest rate from 4.5 to 3.5.
Morgan Maniac. Ask everybody how's that been working out so far, buddy. Do the opposite of
I
what
have to make
Saint
a
said.
payment for 2 months.
Yeah.
Morgan's balls deep in Apex right now.
When
He'll
did
be
you start
fine.
giving that advice?
Don't worry
To be
about it.
Do
No,
better
listen,
things
I'm
with
just
don't
saying,
do better with your
based
crypto.
on what I saw, as a part of this package and the news that's coming out every day, mortgage payments, rent payments, utility payments are all being postponed or canceled. So
Not
the
deferred.
idea is that everybody's going to get an economic respite here, and the banks who own mortgages and the landlords who own businesses will be able to write it off as a loss and probably get reimbursed for it. It doesn't mean the tenant's going to get thrown out. Now, if the situation arose where that was the case, where, okay, yeah, you got to pay that back rent, reasonably, anyone looking at the situation is already discussing, saying, okay, people are not going to be able to pay their rent whether they want to or not. So what we're going to do is give a bank, a rent, a utility, and normal everyday expense holiday.
Hey, here in California, they're not gonna charge us for gas and water and electricity for 2 months.
That's what I said. See, they're
Yeah,
canceling that
here
shit.
in California, we get a holiday from those electric bills for 2 months.
Man, you guys have a rich
Yeah, I
country.
paid
You're
my shit
talking
down
about
to
getting all
0.
this free stuff. My God, wow, unbelievable.
It's true, James. I feel you, bro. It's different around the world. I mean, I know I'm in one of those privileged bases myself, but it's not that I don't understand what you're talking.
We're all privileged having time to sit here in front of the computer and talk while other people are working. And we're like, oh, I lost half my value of Bitcoin. Somebody else is working overtime, 16 hours a day, administering freaking drugs and, wiping people's asses and making sure they don't smell like piss and they don't have cramps and they don't have
That's
some
my
blisters
son.
all over their body.
That's
So yeah,
that's
we
front line.
we
the
have
front line.
Well,
that's the front line on this,
pretty
though.
good.
My kid is the front line on this. The police,
And to be honest,
the
I don't need a
firefighters.
month. I
These
can
are
give
all
that
the
to
front
anybody
lines.
that's working a double job.
What's up?
How are you? What's the plan to take advantage of the situation? I think that's a serious conversation we could all benefit from.
He's gonna sell all of his Tron.
For the situation, meaning what? As far as what?
This entire, okay, let's simulate. You make it through, no one dies. In your circle, in your household. How do we come up off this situation?
Oh, I already,
Pay your rent.
I'm not gonna really.
Chill,
I really
bro,
don't want
pay
to
the
discuss
fucking
my
rent.
financial
Pay the rent.
situation.
Put the
too
fucking
much at this
Bitcoin.
point.
I'm not talking about your personal finances. I'm
No,
saying,
but I
what's
know.
the
But my
strategy?
plans.
Wait,
I
wait.
have a strategy.
What's the strategy, bro? Share it with the fucking people.
Come on,
They
man.
want it.
Don't hold
They
out
need
on
it.
us.
Mine is to not pay any bills and buy crypto.
Yeah, the thought crossed my
I'm
mind.
definitely
but
using that 2,000 to buy BSV.
I ain't doing it.
BSV.
Hell yeah.
Why BSV?
Because it's got a lot of utility.
Like what? Let me ask you this: do you think that credit card companies are going to give us a waiver for 2 months?
Yeah.
Because it's easier for them to give you a waiver than anyone else.
You don't look. Bottom line is, they're all going to say you don't have. We're not going to penalize you, but you owe what you used. Nobody's ever going to forgive what you used.
Yeah, fair play.
Bullshit.
Unless
the utility
it's
companies
given.
are-
No, but
If 90 days go by and you didn't pay your rent, then you owe 3 months worth of rent.
See, I agree with Yogi. Unless they do the tax.
It depends where you live. It depends where you live and the government that you prescribe to. But look, out here in the UK, if you don't have rent, you can apply for housing benefit and they'll pay you your rent.
Yogi, I'm just talking about waiving your payment for 2 months. You still owe the money on your credit card.
No, but you don't. No, you don't pay for that, James.
Yes, it's taken out of your taxes.
utilities.
Well, it's taken.
It's
No,
your
it's not our taxes. It's taken out of other people's taxes that they've paid previously. That's what
And
they'd have
son,
you believe.
just FYI, Russia has had zero deaths.
Russia is at zero deaths. How many tested
Russia,
though?
bro. How many tested?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
How many are being reported is the real question.
That's what I'm saying.
No, they got
It's
the
like
sauce,
remember when
man.
how China when they like are faking their reports, right? Like they're saying like, oh, it's only when it first started, oh, it's only like like a couple people died. It's not that much, and then really like doctors were saying it's way more. Could that could also be happening with Russia? Like also what they did with Chernobyl.
Propaganda,
how they covered
bro.
up. They could be
But
covering
again,
up with how much
it's a
people are dying in
1%
Russia.
death rate. It's a 1%.
Casey, how about the Chinese doctor that blew the thing wide open and he's dead? What's that tell you?
They knocked his ass off. Don't be running his mouth.
That's why they threw the journalists out over there. They were snooping around. They probably thought they were three-letter organizations. And they were like,
you have freedom of speech in America. You don't have that in other countries. You know, you can just go out. Oh, look, I saw something. Let me post it on YouTube and tell everybody about it. That's your freedom. But you don't take into consideration who that might harm.
Right.
You know,
I've been doing that lately.
I saw it. Well, see something, say something. I'm not going to tell it to anyone. I'm just going to post it so the whole world can see it. You don't know what the situation is about. You don't know how severe it is. You don't know. You know, it's the same thing. Look, go to I don't know, somewhere in India. India is a great example. I'm sorry I'm going to have to do this. Or even China. We've had it here in China. I think we've had it in the US too. You go somewhere where it's really crowded, take a whole bunch of fake money that looks real, and then you just throw it up in the air everywhere. That's how you get chaos. Everybody runs everywhere, blah, 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 blah. I think you had it in the US where somebody got trampled to death. I think they did it in China. It was either China or Hong Kong where somebody threw it off of the top of the building. And some woman got trampled to death and there you go. You think it's a really great idea. You go out and do it for everybody, but then somebody in the process gets hurt. You know, and in this process, it was that doctor. Who knows why? I mean, there's always somebody that might want to come out because of something. Oh, you're sleeping with a black woman. Oh, you know. I mean, it's there's reasons for anything.
Sleeping with a black
Somebody
woman?
will turn around and be just like, oh, I'll take him out. You know, you don't know. So, I find it very, very interesting that people will go online, like most people, with their face and their identity, where they live, and then they just come out and take you out. I mean, it happens. You know, if you don't like some guy that's some cryptocurrency thing, you know where he lives, boom, go over there, take him out, done for.
Get him.
It could be the opposite of satanic, big fella. What if it's just all the evil people? What if it's just to get rid of a lot of evil in the world? You never know. It could be either way.
I'm getting this money.
It could be divine intervention.
Look at David Pearson showed himself. He didn't get bumped off.
It's like, I mean, look. If you let's be realistic about it, right? If you look at it, the way that the human race is expanding across the planet, we are exhausting the resources of the planet. You know, and if this is if it is nature's kickback, and you know, I know a lot of people say it's not a natural thing, but if you look at this as nature's kickback or a little cleanup from nature's point of view, it's, you know, you can perfectly understand that it might be, like I was trying to say earlier, it's from a planetary point of view, it might even be a good thing for the planet. You know,
What if the planet's like, you're melting my ice caps, bitch? Some of y'all gotta die.
Oh no, haters has got you saying.
Is everybody?
Why do we look at death as a bad thing?
Why are they picking on us soul farts?
Because you're rich and white.
Oh.
Hey, what crypto should I be buying right now besides Ethereum?
I think Steam.
Steam. Dude, I don't even want to tell you about my Steam story right now, dude.
You're gonna buy Steam after a 40% pump?
Oh, you should be buying XRP, I'm sure. XRP.
Justin Sun is a fucking hero.
Yep, that's why everybody's moving
to the Steam community. To the Steam. Let me qualify that. To the
Steam
community.
BSV.
Ask Al Sifa is probably still in the chat. You probably should buy XRP.
Yeah, I would. They got that buddy thing going on with the Fed here, so why wouldn't you?
What's up, FOMO? What's up, brother?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Yeah, you just noticed
Mexico for toilet paper.
What's going on, guys?
I'm sure he'll show up.
It's your boy, man.
It's your boy, man.
It's your boy, man. 42 million hex.
42 million hex.
I love
We're
that
16
guy.
Listen, all right. I'm gonna give my top crypto picks. I'm gonna give my top crypto picks.
All right, let's hear it.
All right. Ethereum.
Dominance.
But I will qualify Ethereum with if you have Ethereum, you should be holding IND. That's the Ethereum that keeps on giving. Other than that, I'm going with Steam, Tron Steam, Justin Sun Steam, not that Hive bullshit. That shit's going to zero. Just my thoughts on that. That's it.
What about
That's it? I agree with you. Just Ethereum.
What about Litecoin? It's cheap.
Fuck
Yeah,
that.
Litecoin's like $33 right now.
Why would I buy a $33 coin? I would just buy Bitcoin. If I was thinking about buying something,
just
if
Ethereum.
I was thinking about something,
all the way.
I was thinking about buying like 10 of every coin except like
It's
Bitcoin,
cheap.
of course.
Fuck
Yeah,
that.
Litecoin's like $33 right now.
Why would I buy?
Sorry,
if I want a coin, I'm buying Bitcoin.
Yeah, the real Bitcoin SV.
I'm stacking up on IND right now. I ain't even gonna lie about it. All my extra money every Friday, I could buy fucking more IND.
Listen,
Tomorrow,
I tell
I'm
you
buying,
one
like,
thing.
4
I
each.
know for a fact we will survive this. Gandhiji will survive this. IND will survive
I'm gonna be
this.
mad if I buy it at 55 cents and it goes down to 45 cents. That's what I'm gonna be mad about. Now I gotta buy some more. And if it goes down to 35 cents, I'll be mad because I have to buy some more.
Hey, Ace Wins is pretty cheap right now too.
Oh, dude, I'm so pissed off. I got to get 90 tokens to cash out. I got my 90 tokens, and I was going to cash out. It was only $38.
I get
Nice.
40,000 Ace Wins tokens.
Like, it's brilliant seeing more and more people realize that now as well, isn't it? I mean, we've been on that train for a while. Now you see people coming to it and actually when the cookie crumbles. But I saw somebody listen today. Somebody bought some weed, and the guy said to him, because two people knew each other, goes, "Listen, just send me the ETH," and like a weed transaction happened, nice and calm, for Ethereum.
Hey, I get paid in. Well, fuck it. I'm not.
And today the gas prices were like
Beautiful.
30 cents.
Where?
Oh, I thought you meant real gas. I was like, oh.
Oh, okay.
No, and I mean Ethereum and how weak it is when you have to send
I was
stuff.
like, damn, I shouldn't have filled up yesterday.
Nah, bro. You just listen. Wait 5 minutes when y'all see a high transaction for gas. Just wait. What are you in a rush for?
I paid only like 10 cents for gas.
3 seconds.
The other day I went to reinvest. And
It all
was like,
depends on the computation power, of course, too. But like,
yeah, today I only paid 10
most
cents
of the
for
ones
gas.
I'm running are like 95 cents.
Listen,
just
it
to
only
do,
spikes.
like,
It only spikes here and there, and then it
They're
like
low.
subsides, and it's back to normal. It
But
like for
sometimes-
example, I went to reinvest, and the gas price was like 60 cents for what? You know, I was like, okay, I'll just wait a minute. 2 hours later, guess what?
Listen, I'm
But
checking it right now.
Depends on what you're
To
using.
reinvest
Like-
right now, the gas fee is 0.0001 of an ETH, which is 1 cent.
Yeah, but because it's not doing any computations, it's barely doing
If I
anything.
go fast,
to
within
reinvest.
30 seconds, it's going to cost me 13 cents.
Hey, when can I start buying stuff in stores?
13 cents. See, here's the thing: it's
13
like
cents.
on BSV, it's like a fraction of a cent.
Yeah, but nobody's going to want to use that, bro.
I thought Condo was going to buy.
You can run high, like big time computations for cheap.
Do you have that much money to move around though? Like,
Who
is
you
that the
talking about?
problem? Like, do you have like $40,000 transactions to do every other day or something that it
Yeah.
bothers you that much that it costs what, $1 to move it around or something?
Yeah,
I do.
Why?
Why?
Every
I don't
day?
know why.
Every other day?
Every day? No.
But I bet you, listen, but I
Oh,
bet you
what's
would
the
swipe a
so?
card. I bet you'd swipe a card, whether it be an ATM or debit card, and eat that fee over and over and over with no problem, over a couple bucks. How could it be that big of a deal?
If I had the option in those circumstances, I would search for it.
Yeah, it's all coming from BitConnect still.
Hey, Saint, go check your Telegram real quick. I sent you a Telegram message. Go check out that
I
video.
don't have
real
my
quick.
Obese rig with me.
Oh shit!
I'm gonna
I
start
sent you-
listen. I'm gonna start letting y'all, cause I'm I have 3 different phones. I look like a real dope dealer with 3 phones in my hand.
Yo,
So when I'm
pager.
out, and a pager, just in case, right? But no, I have 3 phones, so I only take 2 with me out because that's still overkill.
Are you still at Wawa?
No, I just left. The OBZ phone stays at the crib because it's really offline. It's for like just me getting on Telegram or
Yeah, I
whatever.
already know that phone at Wawa.
Yeah. It's for when I'm doing deep, dark, secret things on the dark web and stuff like that. But I don't use that, especially because I'm probably being geo-tracked by it because it's the dirty phone, you know? I don't do that. I wrap it in tin foil, put it in the cabinet, and then leave. So they think I'm one place, but I'm really another.
Just run your
Tin
fake
foil
GPS
hat
on that
thing.
bitch, dude. All you gotta do is run your fake GPS.
Saint, what phone do you stream on?
What phone do I don't stream anymore.
Oh.
I'm waiting for a laptop, man. So I went to fucking CompUSA and fucking Office Depot, and that bitch is cleared the fuck out. Nothing in there.
No more
Paper,
laptops?
pens, chairs, laptops, desktops, all of it's gone.
This is why I think that we're at the point too where
They're
people
working
think, "Oh, I'm gonna buy this stuff because I'm gonna resell it and make a lot of money."
Yeah, that too. That's
And they
rectangle.
use their credit cards because they think like, "Oh, I'm not gonna have to pay for this."
Well, the reason those stores are wiped out is because everybody's working from home. So they got all the computer chairs. There's only like the $300 Posturepedic one.
Yeah, have you
left
guys
there.
noticed the internet slowing down a little bit today?
Yep.
Nope.
Yeah. All the
I
people
did.
using
having
it.
problems.
Well,
I've
they're
been
upgrading the
More people
infrastructure.
are at home.
They might be
They're
hardening it, man.
They're
for
hardening the network.
Yeah, they're worried about. I think I would be worried right now. I am worried right now about an EMP.
Don't be worried.
No, there's been talk for this how America's infrastructure is not hardened against that. I don't know if that's changed.
What does that
And I tell you, no, FOMO. Everywhere I've gone for the last 2 days now, I think I was seeing it, but I wasn't paying any mind. I just thought it was like road crew. But I took an extended trip today.
5G.
And everywhere I went, there's a police officer behind a fucking a hardline cable truck.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going pole to pole to pole.
Yep. They're doing 5G
Yeah.
all over the place. That's why you can't get out.
Hey, my son's saying that he thinks the coronavirus is caused from the 5G. That's why China had it first.
I don't know, but 5G definitely makes my erections a lot stronger.
Nice.
What the
Does it? Nice.
Come harder.
How far away from the thing do you have to stand?
Listen, I heard today.
Right outside my
I
bedroom.
am the pole at that point.
There's been in Italy, yeah. What would you imagine? You know they're on lockdown now in Italy. What would you imagine the most? In which area has the most increase happened in Italy right now? What would you say?
The
Most
northern.
increase?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Vatican City.
like due to everything that's going on right now. No, which company or which kind of industry do you think is thriving the most in Italy right now?
Oh,
The religious one.
I would say, fuck, I don't know.
Yeah, like the tomato sauce one.
No.
Hey, relax.
Truth
I'm
is this,
half-town.
yeah, 6,000% increase since Italy's been on lockdown.
For what?
Pornhub premium subscriptions.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's the truth.
What about?
That's the
But
truth.
isn't it free? Isn't it free now though?
No, but you
Isn't it
get.
free?
I don't know. You get
No,
premium
not
subscriptions.
premium.
You get premium subscriptions.
No, they made premium free because it'll. They
Well,
did
fancy. Listen, if you're saying so, yeah,
Listen.
then I'm going to take your word for it, bro. But
Do you know that
Fancy on
for
board.
every
maybe
for
not in
every
Italy at the
porn-
minute. The sad bastards look taking advantage of fucking every opportunity.
Sonny, I read they were buying
Porn
more sex toys too.
There you go. Sex toys are going
There you
on.
go.
Well,
do
until they're
something when
sold
you're at
out,
home
you know where they
in
come
quarantine.
That's a solid business right there.
Hey,
Hard
Paul,
plastic.
think about Brady playing for the
Hard.
Tampa Buccaneers.
Fuck
Oh,
Brady
God.
and fuck Antonio Brown and fuck the Bucks for doing that. I'm done with them. They're gonna
fucking
suck.
believe
You
it.
watch.
I'm about to burn.
Washed up. He's
Who they
washed
got?
up.
Antonio
He's not-
Brown too?
That's what I heard.
Yep, he
Oh,
did. They
shit.
did. They got
For
Antonio
100 million?
Brown.
Antonio Brown fucked my fantasy team up last year. I don't forgive him for none of that.
He's on the
No,
Bucks.
the girl.
Oh, my
the lady
fantasy
who
team
threw,
got fucked last year.
the lady who
Yeah, he
threw
was
the
my
accusations.
second round pick.
Wait till you see what happens this year.
Yeah, blame the girl. Right.
Nothing.
Kelsey.
Canceled.
Everything's
Sonny, you won't
cancelled.
be learning NFL this year.
Everything's gonna be cancelled. Yeah,
my last
like-
year fantasy team, I
trending
won
on
for
Twitter right now.
for 9
Cancel
weeks
everything.
straight. Then I just took the shitter.
Listen, I think
And I
we
didn't-
need to
and I
work
didn't
out.
get
The
anything.
one thing that I can see is there's going to be people at home. They're still going to want some kind of entertainment. Now, there's no sporting events. There's no.
Well, no, they're
nothing.
doing replays of old games.
I think.
Actually, I'm trying to
that's what they're doing.
put on a world dance party.
Mouse
You guys-
I think we're gonna get a live-in nanny, so that never mind. Stop.
It's got to be
I'm
mouse
gonna
racing
put
or
out-
something
I'm
like
gonna
that,
put-
isn't it? Like, you know.
Right. You trying to
There
screw
you
the
go. I
name.
got the wheel going.
Hey,
I was
No.
thinking right now is a good time to build a YouTube channel for somebody that
Yeah.
was interested.
That's why I'm
in
building
doing
my
that,
crypto channel now.
You know,
Hey, I
but
went in the
you know,
living
any
room
kind
and
of
sat
just
down to
some
watch
kind of
TV
entertainment for
because
people.
That's what I'm saying. Mice
Are you-
racing, bro.
I'm already breaking the algo.
I went into my
Are
living
you?
room.
I heard you had like one pop off or went viral or something.
Listen, I went
A
into
little
my
bit.
little bit.
sports on my TV.
Yeah.
Lady's sitting on
Like
the couch.
mini
It's
viral.
like like 5K views.
She goes, oh, "I'm your
It
wife."
didn't go coronavirus on you, huh?
Nah, not that viral. It's localized.
Right. That's good though. That's good.
Oh yeah, that's how it starts. You gotta get. You know, you'll get. It's like playing leapfrog. You gotta get one video popped off like that. Then when you get one more that reaches that number. It'll let one video leapfrog them, and then
Yo,
as the rest of them catch up.
I've only had 2 videos pop off, but didn't really do shit for me.
I really thought the 1-800 Bitcoin thing or the 1-800 noob thing I did, I thought that shit was gonna take off.
I
And
like
that
what
shit's gonna
Rectangle's
be
saying.
shit on TikTok. I was
Hey,
pissed, man.
Sonny, let me tell you something. I just,
just gotta
logged
put
into my
time in your
soft
channel,
trade.
too.
Build your
That's a big part
IND
of
bag, yo. Yeah.
What they say, Mike? What they say, Mike?
I just logged into my soft trade, and they deposit return to your user account my $50 from my first $100 deposit. I got it into my it's in my wallet right now.
All right, can you withdraw that?
No, I can't withdraw. but
Dashboard
it's
money,
in
Mike.
my
I told you
wallet.
don't talk to me
It's
about
dashboard money, Mike.
Okay, but I'm
Picks
just
or
trying to
didn't
tell you,
have-
I did get my
I can only withdraw on Fridays now. I can only withdraw on
deposit
Fridays.
return 50% deposit.
Woohoo! I mean, what do you want
So
me to
now-
be happy for you, Mike? I know that's not coming.
I know, but I got over $4,000 sitting here. I'm just wishing.
But
it'd
is it
come on.
dashboard or can you
No,
withdraw
it's
it?
not dashboard. I'm gonna have.
It is dashboard, Mike. I know you don't like to
You know,
admit
my
it, but it is.
cryptocurrency is
I've told you
dashboard money.
on a very basic level. If it's money on a platform that you can't withdraw right now, this second, it's dashboard money.
I know. Next Wednesday on the 25th, he's gonna let us 5%ers start drawing money out.
All right, let's see.
Listen,
Let's
I
see.
get a YouTube, I get a Google, I get a check from Google every month.
What's the talking about?
What?
You get a check. Nice.
Well, it's deposited.
Yeah, he
That's what's up.
flags videos on YouTube. that
I'm
you
working,
can
I'm
do.
working on a weekly paycheck too for Forex though.
I got a check.
No,
from
you got to
BFWIB.
get one from Google. Listen, it's give or take roughly $1 for every 1,000 views. Not on my.
Well,
not
it
on my
depends
crypto
on your
channel.
CPM and your channel and all that. Sometimes some people can
Linda,
get
Linda,
$1 for
Linda,
1,000 views. That's really
Linda,
shitty.
Linda.
Usually you'll
I
get
was,
like
I was getting to that part.
usually you'll get like 2 to 3 per 1,000 views.
No, it depends on who you're serving content to. So if
That
you're,
is
if you're
true.
serving
No,
if you're
'cause-
serving content to children, it's higher. Like if
No,
you-
when I
but
used
they're
to
not
have my
doing that
channel
anymore, are they?
monetized before they
Hold
made
on.
that rule where you have to have like 10,000 subs or something, right?
I know.
I used
So
to have my channel
if-
monetized. And I got checks in for I got the deposit into my bank from Google, and
Yeah.
it was around 2 to 3 per 1,000.
that,
You
what,
guys
what, were
get
you,
direct
what was your
deposit
content niche?
from Google
I did
and
gaming
not
stuff, so
work
that's probably
remote.
why I didn't swear too much or nothing.
Yeah, you got kids watching. That's why.
Yeah.
So they're the biggest ones, especially around Christmas time, because of Christmas. They serve those ads. The advertisers pay more around this time.
Yeah.
So if you serve to women too,
And listen,
women-
the gaming world's about to take off, isn't it? If you think about it.
I know. I'm going back
Yeah.
to my gaming channel.
it's so
also.
saturated though, man. You got to
It
get
is,
on
it
Twitch
is,
probably.
But things are going.
YouTube
off,
is hard as hell for gaming. I'll tell
Yeah.
you that, but it's worth
No,
the effort.
Twitch is really hard. I
All
tried
the
Twitch
kids
for like
are off
a year or
school
two.
at home
It was so hard.
all day, every day.
I can't stream on
indefinitely.
Twitch. You know, because there's so much on. Because the thing is, to find creators on Twitch, you have to find new creators, small creators. You have to scroll all the way down past all these guys who probably have better content. Right?
Well, you have to make your own machine, man. It's not just the content creation side. You gotta like point people to your content.
Yeah.
That's good stock to buy right now. Anything like EA or any of these game
Thank point.
manufacturing
Thank point.
companies.
Thank
GameStop. GameStop will do well.
My buddy bought a bunch of stock of Ruger, and he's doing really good on it.
Thank point.
That.
Don't we already have that?
They're already gonna have Zoom and shit set up. Like they'll keep going. Gaming, it's a good industry to survive this, at least.
Just short SPX at 2,500.
Not financial advice.
Not financial advice.
No.
I got 12K on the Dow, man, and I think it's going deeper, but I'll take profit at 12K.
13. It's gonna stop at 13.
It probably will, right?
I picked.
It's okay. I move my stop profit down with it.
Yeah, all my estimates show 13.
I'm shorting the Dow to 12,000 right
Listen, you put a 2,200.
Oh,
put a 2,200 point.
Never try and get the bottom. Never try and get the bottom. Ladder your positions in, ladder your positions out.
No, I've got a straddle. I've got calls and puts, so I can't.
Bullshit. You ride that shit to the bottom.
I've got them. I've got.
Nobody knows. Nobody knows the top until afterwards.
The Oracle 1 minute chart.
Nah, I called 20K, bro.
30-second chart,
Twitter.
20-second chart, 10-second chart. Everything else.
Check my
Twitter. Weekly chart. Only deal with the
Bitcoin too. I call BitConnect too, man. Check my Twitter.
Get off of anything less than the weekly.
No, Bitcoin is hard forking again.
Wants to make a bet on 12,000 as bottom.
Me.
Okay, how much you want to bet?
How much you want to bet, Mike?
How about 200 IND?
That's weak.
Okay, how about 1,000 IND?
How about all your Apple stock?
No.
Oh, you're not that confident anymore.
Yeah, you better win that.
Remember, she took the password away from me, so I couldn't.
Saint just went all in. He just pushed all his shit.
Mike, how old is your wife, if you don't mind me asking?
45.
No. Mike,
Yeah.
How old is she?
Oh, she's got to get some money off of that retirement.
Mike went Donald on us. He went to Donald on us.
Yeah.
Huh? 64?
Yeah.
He said that pretty low. He didn't sound very proud of that.
So she's listening.
It was
My wife is
64.
good looking for 64. Okay.
No, that wasn't the reason why I was asking, Mike.
So
Don't
Mike,
tell me that, Mike.
You can go around and say, rolling in my 6'4".
Don't tell me that, Mike.
Fucking hell, Yogi.
Sonny, why do you want to know?
I was just wondering, like, you know, if there was how at risk she is for the virus. You know, where she came in this game.
We lost 100,000 in the stock market in the last 2 weeks. How do you think she feels? She was ready to sell today, and I told her, "Don't fucking do a thing. Don't do it now." She wants to sell
Don't do it
everything.
now. It's still going to go down half a.
Yeah, I would have.
You
I don't know
Not
what you
sell
ate,
now
Mike.
and buy when it's lower. If you that.
Mike, you don't watch my videos, bro?
I watched your videos. I just threw up when I watched them. Okay.
God damn it.
But
Because you knew what was
Soft
coming.
Trade
You know what was
AI is
coming,
going to
right?
pay out on the 25th, so everything will be all right.
Exactly. So I'm going
Right.
to get some of it back on next Wednesday.
You
I'll
were
have
ahead.
that million by February of 2021.
Where's Economist? He left. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, he got
Blew my cover
coding
today.
right.
He blew my cover today.
Pretty hard when you lose $100,000 in a 2-week period.
I thought it was 200K, Mike.
To lose it.
No, I thought so too, but she gave me the wrong figures.
Oh, okay. Shit, I'm
But
glad
how
for you.
So how much? I mean,
What-
that Mike, but that doesn't make a lot. Like if you had $1 billion and you lost 100,000, that's nothing. But if you
Yeah,
had
but I
two,
don't have $1 billion. Okay.
okay, I don't know.
If I log into my whatever that is,
He's got $2 billion.
Thinkorswim?
Right.
Japan.
Ice cream cone.
You have Fidelity also?
No, I don't have Fidelity. I have I gotta look. I don't look at that
I
shit.
am
Yo,
Fidelity.
yo,
Got
you got a
Fidelity.
question for you.
No,
I
who's
am
Thinkorswim
Fidelity.
with?
That's
shit.
Fidelity.
Fidelity. They make hearing aids, right?
No, Thinkorswim is with more than just Fidelity.
Fidelity has what you just said, see?
Yeah, Fidelity has. Thinkorswim is with multiple banks.
Bankrolls on Fidelity.
Listen, most of the people that need... No, I'm not going to say it.
Come on.
It's a terrible thought, but it's what I think.
It's a scam on us.
Most of the people that are going to need hearing aids now are in the high-risk category.
Let me
What?
see.
What?
Yeah,
Most of the people that need hearing aids are in the high-risk category now. Like,
right? I said what?
If you're
So hearing aids stocks are going to drop.
What? Turn it up. I can't hear you.
I got TD Ameritrade.
Okay. I have that also.
So, Sonny, what were you getting at? Short
I'm just
hearing
saying,
aid
like
company?
anything to do with older people, any companies that the main focus is older people.
Thought.
It's not a great market to be in, is it? Unfortunately, at the
no.
Well, that's
into that shit.
Maybe because they're all fighting for the lives, you know.
Hey,
like,
Pace, can you give us the top 10 of things, worries for elder people, and then we can, I don't know, go out and make smart contracts for that?
My Sirius radio.
Number one worry is not getting an erection.
My TD. I mean, my
erection coin. There we go.
What's that, Mike? Your teeny what?
My
teeny weeny.
radio is on TD Ameritrade.
It's got to be scary. It must be scary.
Sonny, is this a new version of this chick right here?
There's a couple of new ones sometimes, bro.
I noticed that. Well, she never wore this. She's slim though, man. She's too slim for me.
You guys ought to be sucking up those airline stocks, as once they get that bailout, that stock is going to go through the roof. You got about a week to get it.
What? Airline?
What
are you talking about?
Why?
You got months for airlines.
Airline stocks are getting a $50 billion bailout.
Yeah, but that ain't going to help.
They're making $4 million a day right now.
I know.
They're down 30% today.
You can buy this.
Oh, hey. Hey, my dad flew from Texas. My dad flew from Texas to California, and he says there's only 17 people on the plane.
Hey, I got an email from Cheapo. I got an email from Cheapo Air. You can fly to New York for $24 right now.
The fuck?
You can't.
You can't fly through Japan.
There you go, Rectangle. You got it. That's exactly what's happening, Rectangle.
Sunco is a good stock to look at. They're a dividend-paying stock, and they're way down. That's like Warren Buffett's one of his number one picks.
So they still pay?
You guys are crazy. 54 cents. You know what I'm saying, Rectangle?
And then Apple pays 50 cents a share on their dividends. That's one of the best stocks they have.
But they have fucking $200 stocks.
No. Exactly. Where Sunco pays 48 cents per.
IND has better. IND has better divs than that.
I got into Apple when it was only $9 a share. Okay.
What do you get paid? 50 cents quarterly on each share?
Each share, I have 3,500 shares. I get 50 cents every quarter on each share.
Nice.
That's weak as fuck.
$25.
What's so weak about that? When you want $1,500 every quarter for just having a stock?
No, stop. If you would have had that much in IND, you have way more divs.
Whoa.
Well.
Word up. That's big shit right there. That's big shit right there.
Yeah, but it automatically reinvests, so I can't even touch it.
Dashboard money.
That's not dashboard money. That's called locked up, and you don't have the fucking password money. That's what it's called.
Yeah, no, I'm playing, Mike. You know,
that's the wife looking out. That's the wife looking out for you, though, Mike.
Yeah.
No, for how much fucking money I've lost in crypto, she took all my fucking credit cards.
Mike, listen, well done to praise that lady. Somebody give her a bouquet of flowers or something.
Yeah.
Right.
I would have fucking sold all that Apple stock right now.
She said, "You ain't blowing my inheritance, buddy."
You gotta listen to your wife more.
Fuck that shit. She doesn't know shit.
Well, didn't she just tell you I want to sell stocks when it was before it went down this low?
You were about to. You were about to get that text, Mike.
You told her to hold on to stocks that plummeted even further.
Well, she put in a call to EPA today. He's the one that's gonna have to give her the advice, not me.
Mike, you about to get the text that says, "You know, I can hear everything you're saying."
I don't give a fuck.
I'm on the
Got my
live
ears
stream,
probed
buddy.
turned up.
I'm here in the chat.
Yeah, that'd be great. Epic.
You know I can hear you. Hey, Sonny, look what Fancy's got in his background there.
I don't give a fuck.
Oh.
Mike, how long have you been in the stream?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't been looking. I've been playing video poker.
That's nice.
Oh.
Hey, Fancy, what game you playing, man?
I'm playing Forza right now.
All right.
Motorsports going hard.
Who's got a wheel?
I want to get into a game, man. I'm just trying. I'm with Saint. I want to work out which game to get into if I'm going to invest some time into it.
I don't know, man. There's a lot.
Thanks for your
You
help,
like
Fancy,
FPS,
for fuck's sake.
Sonny? You like first-person
Always.
shooters, Sonny?
The thing is, I prefer driving racing games. Has always been my
Forza,
favorite.
man. Get Forza. Hop on, man. If you don't want to,
Need for Speed,
hold
man,
on.
Sport.
They have the Xbox Game Pass.
I got Gran Turismo Sport.
Sonny.
Gran Turismo Sport.
They got the Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. You can get Forza Horizon, and the Game Pass only costs $1 for like a month. So you can pay fucking $1, and then you could.
2020 is much better. Okay, that's
you could pay. You could pay $1 and just play Forza for the month and see if you like it.
Oh, I might try that.
And you get Sea of Thieves. You get a bunch of stuff. You get a whole lot of games.
What's that on
for only
Xbox?
$1.
On Xbox?
Yeah, no. Go on your. It's on Windows, the Microsoft Store.
Oh,
get the Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. It's only $1.
Okay,
I think it's still going on.
You know what, Fancy? I see why
and
you've
then
been
play it
hitting
on
me
my
offline
PC,
now.
Fancy. Yeah.
Yeah, you can play it on your PC, and it goes to your Xbox if you.
All right. I just put a shelf up. And
He just
put my
disappeared into the
Xbox
Gandhi
and my
tree.
PlayStation up on a shelf
PlayStation
next to my
bundle.
screen here. And do you know what?
You see that?
I ordered a capture device as well, so I might be able to even do a bit of streaming. Bro, rectangle, that's what I'm talking
Telling
about.
You should
Mario
get it,
Kart
bro.
is where it's at, man.
Get that Game Pass, bro. If you get on
Yeah.
Forza, I'll play with you, man.
Listen,
Yeah, I'm on.
listen, Mario Kart might be the one that we could also
Mario Kart.
like.
I
that'd
got.
be
Do you have a
pretty cool.
Switch? Do you
I
have
could get a
Fancy,
Switch.
have you ever played
I have a
NASCAR?
Switch. Let's play some Mario Kart. Come on.
Fancy,
I
have
got
you
a
ever-
DJ might have a Switch. I don't know how to find out.
Can we get on it? Can we make a Switch station?
We're gonna have to do some kind of stream on it. I think it'd be fun.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I like to play Blur. I don't know if you guys have ever played Blur, yeah, but it's like Mario Kart, but with proper cars.
Yo, we need a hive mind. We
Super
need a
Smash.
hive mind. We need a hive mind. How about y'all all send me your game recordings, and I'll just keep uploading them to a channel, and then that's how you blow up. And have your individual channel names there.
You blow up.
I'm not gonna blow up. Yeah, I'm gonna blow up, but I mean,
We'll
why
send you
not?
all our videos, and then you
Hey,
load it up,
hey,
and you
Hey,
blow up.
I'm gonna blow it up,
There you
but
go.
I'm gonna make sure I do the work that people don't do, so that it blows up.
Yeah. All right.
Know what I mean?
I mean,
What's
I could
that?
just
Like
put in the
standing
work.
on the side of the corner and be like, "Yo, watch crypto say."
Have they shut down strip clubs?
I got a
Everything-
street team
the
like Vic and
casinos, everything, any
No.
bit of fun that you're having out there in the real world is shut down.
Any
That's
bit
not
of
a joke, though.
So
Anything
this
you want
drunk
to do for fun? No. Ice skating.
Yeah, if you go to
anything.
Mexico and come back, I'm out of quarantine 14 days.
Well, that's
Why would
the-
you come back
Right, exactly.
if you made
I
it
wish I-
out? I mean,
I know
Jesus.
James, man.
What?
No, so
What?
who plays games? Who plays games? Fancy, you play games?
Yeah.
Do you? What do
I
you
play-
do? Do you stream them though? You got a channel?
No, I don't stream. I do stream on my YouTube a bit.
Do you? Okay,
I
Yeah,
do
so you
stream
got
just a bit on my YouTube.
Fancy, you got a YouTube?
Yeah.
And do you have? Do you actually?
I got 2 YouTube channels.
Do you save your
Oh.
gameplay?
Fancy crypto and
Save your
fancy
replay.
gaming.
Dos aquí.
No. I got Fancy Crypto, and the other one is like my team name, and then Fancy.
Why?
We'll
Why?
find
wouldn't you
it.
save your
We'll
replay?
dox you.
Not Toronto
Thank you.
Raptors, is it?
Like right now, you should be streaming.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah,
Yeah, no.
we should be able to watch you right now.
You're not about that life, man.
Listen, do you know one thing that?
But I'm on here.
Should I tell you the,
You know?
Fancy, is it the
Yeah,
Toronto
but we know
the
what you
most
look
fun,
like.
Fancy, let me tell you, the most fun gaming experience I've ever had, yeah, is when we've had a group of friends round, like Rectangle says there, either playing something like Mario Kart or Blur,
Dance.
which is a 4-player kind of game where you're all in the room
Yeah.
together, playing the
Wii
game,
Sports.
watching the screen. It's you can't.
Oh,
can't,
you know what's a fun game? What's a fun party game? I have it, Jackbox.
Now what I'm saying is now though, because it's
Have
all
you heard-
just online,
No, but
everybody's
not
in
Jack.
their
What's
own
it? Is it Jackbox?
own space. Do you know what I mean?
I think it's
Nobody's
called
online
Jackbox.
together.
Hold on, what's the thing called? No,
Yeah,
you can
that's
do
the
it.
thing.
You could
You
do
know
it.
what I'm
It's a
saying,
party.
Zane? You must remember. I mean, Fancy's a fucking millennial. He probably don't even know what I'm talking. He just started.
Hey,
out
open
that
up
way.
a Gundy G
That's
gaming
like
portal.
Halo. Halo had 4-player system.
I played Halo, yeah. What are you talking about, Sonny?
Yeah, but have you ever been in a room with 4 of your friends in the
Yeah.
same room and played a game together?
Played Call of Duty back in the original Black Ops.
Like, yeah.
On the 4-player split screen,
not
man.
playing a game.
Hey?
What do you mean? I've had all my guys, like 4 or 5 people in one room.
I don't know. I've got the technology to do it. As soon as that little HD thing turns up, yeah.
What, you never had like LAN parties?
I host a LAN party every year. I host 2 LAN parties every year.
You still do original
One in the
LAN?
summer,
Yeah,
one in the summer, and then one in the winter.
It's Summit that's in the live chat. Did you hear what he said? What parties you hosting?
LAN.
LAN parties,
What?
yeah.
Oh shit!
Are you actually still
Listen, let me tell you. I'll teach you a little
What
Punjabi.
app?
Let me teach you a little Punjabi. In
Oh,
Punjabi, yeah, lan is your dick. So you've been hosting some dick parties, is what you said.
Pornhub Premium free.
No, not.
Sorry, that's why I burst out laughing when you
Okay.
said that. Like you
Let's
said it
mix
once,
that with
I
Bangkok,
ignored it, and then you
you
said
have
it like
strippers
twice
everywhere.
again. I was like, listen, stop now. You host 2 LAN parties a year.
Yeah, baby.
Go on, Fancy.
Anyways.
All right,
Yeah,
listen.
no, what
hold on.
we were gonna do this year, but
Wait,
since of
because
all the
seriously,
Corona
hold on
shit-
1 second. What do you mean a LAN party then?
No, it means like you get a couple guys in a room
LAN
and you have
table.
your setups and all that for the PC.
Local
You
area
hook up-
network.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So
I know, but here's the thing.
Fine.
Here's the thing. You need to do that in Bangkok, where then you can just get strippers in the room too.
Hey, Fancy, do you guys have your
No one
clothes?
would pay attention to the game.
Huh?
Yeah.
You guys
Bingo.
dressed?
Do I have what, Mike?
I said, are you in your underwear or are you
Whoa.
fully clothed?
I'm clothed.
Mike, he's
I'm all
underage.
good.
Don't
I
do
got-
that.
I'm not
Mike,
underage. I'm
That
18.
is a strange ass question.
Yeah.
Okay, he just turned 18. You're lucky, Mike.
Yeah, I just turned
That
18
was a
in
weird-ass
January,
question.
so okay. It's legal, Mike. Anyways, I have my shorts on. Yeah, I'm dressed. Why?
Don't
Why are you
answer the
asking this?
question.
God damn!
No,
Why would
yeah,
you
yeah,
do that?
listen, you don't have to answer Mike.
What color
Mike's
are
like
they?
that dude on
Fancy.
Hey, Fancy, you answered my question for me, okay?
Family Guy.
Okay. Wait, why'd you ask that question?
Mike's hard now.
What are you wearing below that shirt? There?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm out.
Yeah.
Hey, Fancy,
better.
do you shave
He
your
just
chest?
disappeared. He
This is
ghosted
getting
us.
You just Family Guy to Mike.
Old grumpy men starting to talk about you. It's not good.
The dude who's
Leave.
like, come here. You want me
Cut
to
your
take
face,
your
please.
off?"
Yeah, Jeffrey Epstein is my buddy.
Oh no.
Yeah, we went on a couple flights together to his island.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Perfect.
Never.
Mike, is that what you're doing?
Did you both have fun?
Hey, was Bill Clinton on the plane with you?
Bill Clinton on the plane.
Yeah.
Damn it, Mike.
Oh,
You just
He's been
took
on
that.
that plane 27 times. Didn't you know that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crypto.
But you never
Crypto.
inhaled.
He's dead. The Clintons had the guy killed.
Whoa. That's a heavy accusation you're laying there, Mike.
Did you get that off Fox News?
No, I made that up. Okay, what do you mean? That's why if Hillary is Biden's,
We both have lots of fun.
if,
He's gonna take Michelle's going with him to the White
he's
House.
gonna
Yeah,
die of
Hillary.
asphyxiation the day after they inaugurate him, and Hillary.
Like
It's
the
gonna be-
show Scandal.
Biden, like
Bi-
dance.
Biden Obama.
Yeah,
Biden,
No, it's gonna be Biden Clinton.
Nah, Michelle.
like Biden has
Nah,
a
no way.
Melania.
She'll never do it. It's gonna be
Say
Clinton.
that last-
He already
Biden-
vowed to pick a woman running mate.
Yeah,
And
the
this is
last
going to
day-
be like Reagan versus Mondale with Geraldine Ferraro, and Trump's going to win in a landslide.
Ford versus Ferrari.
Trump's gonna win no matter who they put up there. So they gotta put up Hillary
Yeah.
to say they actually put her up.
Yeah.
They
Trump.
can't put. Nobody's going to
Trump-
vote for Sanders.
Again.
And then
Sanders'
she'll lose
plan
for the
just fell
third time
apart.
to Trump.
Nah, everybody will vote for Sanders, but
All
they
right.
don't want to be social.
56 lemons coming out to the guys on D Live.
Sanders is
Wait a minute. Oh, fuck.
21 seconds to go.
Yeah.
You got 21 seconds to go.
All right.
Mike, do it. Get them 6.
Sanders is
These are my
I gotta
lemons.
log into D Live. God damn it. I got logged into D
We're
Live.
playing there,
So-
bud. Oh, there it is.
What do you think of like the entire work?
Oh,
telecommuting?
Mike got them all. Mike
Oh,
got
God
them
damn
all.
it.
Well played, Mike. Well
guys.
played. I know how you
Guys, I
did
got
that, but
third
well
world
played.
country internet here.
Love it.
Third
Hey,
world country
Sonny,
internet.
those are my
Come on,
lemons anyway.
still
What
not
are you
loading.
talking about?
rectangle.
You're like 10,000 lemons.
I didn't hear you.
That's why I said well played.
Not your lemons, not your crypto.
Yeah.
Hey, Foreman, what are you saying? Have you cashed any lemons out?
I mean, I could. I'm going to, just because it's handy to have some cash right now. If I can
No,
cash
no,
a
I'm
check at the
just
bank.
like, let me phrase it. Have you
No,
ever
I'm
cashed
fixing
out
to.
any lemons? Is it possible to do? Have you been through the
I-
process?
It is. Yeah, no, I haven't done it yet. I'm fixing to do it. I'm fixing to
It's
do
a
it
lemon
tomorrow.
scam.
Let me know, man, how you get
lemon
on with
scam.
that. Let me know how you get on with that. I've never, I've
just
never heard of
gotta
anybody actually being
verify
able
my
to.
ID. I mean, as long as Justin's son don't show up at my house, I don't care.
I think you'd be
Yeah,
stoked.
that'd be a great day
I
for
think
you
you'd
if
be
you should.
stoked if he turned up, bro. You telling me you want to be?
I would not.
You'd be switching the computer
he's
on
a-
like
You
just
would
to sit
not.
down with your stream.
Come on, you wouldn't be like Justin.
Come
Throw-
on,
throw your
FOMO,
boy
man. The
a little
amount in the
couple-
past you've advocated for
Give me a
Trump.
Millie Tron. A Millie Tron. That's nice.
Nah, we ain't talking about Tron. We talking about a national security threat.
Yeah, well,
He's
there
a
you go.
threat.
That's right.
Ho,
There you
ho.
go.
How is Justin
He's
Sun
a
a
threat.
national security threat?
He's a threat, bro.
How?
You phoning Popo
He's
on
got
it?
all them
information.
Chinese
Just
connections, nah, bro. I feel like
mass
he's a threat,
manipulation.
bro.
So now you're anti-Tron?
He's a th-
Wait, you say anti-Trump?
I
Anti-Tron.
thought you just said anti.
You cut out FOMO.
It's not about that. It's not about that.
Hold
I've
on.
always
So
had a
you're
problem
against
with Tron
Justin
not being
Sun,
on
but you still you cool with Tron.
No, I've always had a problem. No, I ain't doing nothing. I'm done. I'm done for now. For right now, I'm just not doing shit. I got to see what happens with this market. There's no point in jumping in right now prematurely. When that
No, I'm
study
not
comes out,
talking
it's
about
probably gonna
doing
pump.
anything. I'm talking about your general feelings towards. You said Justin Sun was a national security
I'm not
threat.
feeling him no more. I just don't feel him, bro. Yeah, I'm maybe overstating it a little bit, but I feel like, I don't know. He's not on Coinbase. There's a reason they've never put him on Coinbase. And Steam
Well, you
will
don't like
never get
people
on
that
Coinbase.
have money and power and can buy control, or what?
Not when they got connections to a fucking Chinese government that just
To be fair, Steam wasn't
quote
on.
unquote unleashed
Just
some
wait
shit.
until he comes back here. They'll.
To be
you'll
fair
notice.
though, Steam is not on Coinbase either, no?
No, and they'll never be on Coinbase now. Mark my
Why
words.
does it need? But it wasn't on before him, so like all those other people weren't getting.
Maybe
it on.
they never tried to get it on there.
Nah, they definitely did.
I'm just saying.
Oh, that's
Coinbase to me is
racist.
The gold standard of American exchanges, and once they're on there, that means they're blessed.
No, it's actually
Been
Bittrex.
checked out.
Coinbase is the
Bittrex too.
government. The
Bittrex too.
dude at the top of Coinbase left to go handle.
I know, to the banking system. I saw that.
Yeah,
and he
like,
got
come on,
appointed.
dude.
He got appointed by Mnuchin. Is actually the
Yeah.
What up, Ice
Yeah,
Tray?
you think that was an accident?
No, absolutely not. But I don't trust. I would not
Coinbase is
trust
the
something like Tron right now. Not under the current climate.
All
of what's
crypto's
going on.
government. Come on,
Leave
guys.
Trey alone, man.
Yeah, but this one's got direct ties to the Chinese government, don't you
Hey,
think?
how easier to have people throw all their money into a decentralized system where the banks can participate and just wait until everybody has put their money in until they can pull out their money. Best system ever.
Yo, Trey, man,
Pull it
listen,
out.
chill out with that chess massive. We're not trying to go back there right now. Come on. Just about got to
Yo,
guys
I
in the
would-
room
I would-
together.
XRP, I wouldn't
what do you
hesitate
think about
buying.
FOMO, what do you think about bank tellers?
There you go.
I don't know.
Yeah,
What
doing
about
my
him?
best to survive,
Yeah.
bro. Doing my best to survive. Thanks for asking, man.
I don't know is the problem right there.
Momo, you
what-
anti-TRX now?
It's not even that. I'm pro America right now. Real pro
Pro
America.
America?
Fuck
Yeah, that's my boy. President Trump. He called me earlier tonight, so I got the lowdown.
Well, so does that mean that
It
you're
works.
anti-rest of the world?
No, it's not that. It's you know, I ride or die for my country, and right now it's getting into a situation like
what is
the
change that though? Like, listen, we should just ride and die for each other, man. Forget for the country.
We do, and that's not the point. That's not the point. If
he's a right-wing nationalist,
if somebody was
he's doing the terror list. He's a right-wing
super
nationalist.
irresponsible. No, look, they were super irresponsible if something happened over there and this shit leaked out of there. Now there's more evidence suggesting it came out of China, but we really don't know what happened behind the scenes.
Well, yeah,
I'm saying if something pops off, you know, I've always said
it was an American bioweapon planted in China. What are you talking about?
No, whatever. I don't know.
No,
I'm not going to get into conspiracy,
guys,
but
it's a chemical weapon that the Chinese government has been using against their people, so that America has a reason to attack and save them.
Listen, I don't know if you caught it. I don't know if you caught it
killing
before.
half of the population.
iPhone, yeah, but there was one thing I said on
That's
this
what
point.
the civilians want. Ask them.
There's going to be a lot of speculation. There's going to be a lot of people from different sides of the planet saying this, that, and the other. But the main point is, we're past that point now. It's already spread. What we should be talking about and what we should be looking at is our future and the safety and making things right, or as comfortable as things can be for the future. Not looking at, really, in my view, you know, as a people, we're already past that point. It's already at the point where it's spread.
Do whatever makes you happy. Bottom line.
Yeah.
Justin's son will save the world.
I'd like the rhetoric to get turned down. I'm not really like a fan of what he was doing today. He was like poking dude in the chest a little bit, I thought. But, you know, he's also President Trump. But he was also, you know, kind of, you know, he was defending our troops at the same time. Like, you're not going to put this in history on America.
That's
He called it Kung Fu.
No, she called it that.
That's racist.
He never said it. He asked her. But it was funny the way he played it back at her. He's like, who said it? What's his name? And then he was like, say it again. And she didn't want to say it again. I don't know. He was,
it's Kung
Oh, that's racist.
Hey, what's up with Scarf? What do you guys think of Scarf up there? You know what I'm talking about?
Here's the thing, though. Like, do we need to go back in time and, like, change the name of, like, the Spanish
Justin
flu?
is a hero. Save Justin. Save the world.
Like
the
isn't it
cheerleader
okay to
and
call
hero.
it the Chinese flu?
Yeah, but they didn't call it the Chinese flu, did they?
No, they call it the Chinese virus.
No, they didn't.
What's the difference?
Chinese virus is trending on Twitter right now, by the way.
But we also
bet
know,
it
like,
is.
in
All right, but
1980,
listen, no, you know the
Spanish
particular
flu
incident we
instead of
were just talking
this
about, don't you? Do you
Spanish
know?
pandemic.
Have you heard of the particular incident we were just talking about there?
Particular
Yogi.
incident. What
Do you know
particular incident?
what iPhone was just talking about?
Yeah, I thought so.
What did they say? What did they call it?
They called it the China disease or the China virus.
No, they didn't. The thing that they took offense to, and I hate to repeat this, but they called it the Kung flu.
But he didn't say it.
Which is what I'm saying is...
Oh, that's racist.
The reporter was putting words in his mouth, though. She said that someone at the White House said it. And he was like, who said it? He never said it until she brought it up. She brought it up. She said it twice, actually.
I mean, I've watched gross.
And she was black. She was a black woman.
Interpretation of like White House
Wow.
statements. Crazy.
So the black chick was racist?
No. Well, I don't know. You can't sit there and point fingers at him when she's the one using the term to start with.
Did she say it?
Yes, she's the one that brought it up. He never said it. So
she's being racist. Say it. It's okay. You're not going to get in trouble.
No, listen.
Her being racist.
You can't say he's being racist, and you're the one that brings the term
she
up.
asked, or she alleged that somebody from the White House used this term, and then she said it.
Right. So how do you know that that's even true, and she wasn't just starting trouble just to get her name boosted up in Yahoo tomorrow?
Right.
Come on, man.
I'll read the rest of her story.
Y'all see through this shit. Stop.
It's quite possible.
So you saying she was being racist, FOMO?
I don't know. No, she was being anti-Trumpish.
Yeah, I don't get that.
Which is racist, because Trumpism is a whole race of its own.
Nah, man. Look.
First of all, Trump is the first black president I've been privy.
That's
you didn't like Clinton?
No, yeah, fuck that. Even Obama. Trump is the blackest president I've ever known.
So do you think any other administration in the
Just
past
because he's so
would be
gangster?
handling? Do
No.
you think any administration
I'm
would
gonna tell you
handle
why.
this situation better than the
Let me
current one?
tell you why.
FOMO, that's a stupid question because
I'm
any
just curious.
administration
What do you
in the
think?
past has not got to deal with the issues of today.
That's true, but say everything was on an even playing field.
It's like,
Just
listen,
by
we
the-
got Boris over here as well, man. I feel your pain. Do you know what I mean? I mean, there's some people
No,
that
no,
like
no.
what
I got
Trump doing,
listen.
but Boris.
Let me say, Trump is the blackest president ever because by his leadership, minority and African American unemployment has been at historic lows and held. Not only that, the homie is gonna hook us up and get through this shit. You know,
So
there's
wouldn't he
more
also be the
people-
most Mexican and the most Chinese Asian, president there too?
That depends on how they feel about it. I'm
Or
only
are you
saying
are you claiming him just for yourself?
just for me? We are drafting him to the blacks.
So he's the most saintly president.
Yes, definitely. He's a real ninja.
Yeah.
Well, I worry about anyway.
That's why
That's
me.
funny.
That's listen.
Did
That's
you
why
let
Kanye
Bobby
on board, bro.
FOMO,
Kanye was
FOMO,
on
let me give
SNL
you a
with
little
the
bit of
MAGA
advice,
hat
bro.
on.
Don't worry, be happy.
That's right.
Kanye was on SNL with the MAGA hat on. It was at
Yeah.
that moment I knew we made a breakthrough. Where
Look, I'm
What are you worried about?
I'm
FOMO?
Gucci, Sonny.
Like at the
I'm
end of the
not.
day,
I'm-
what's the
I'm-
worst case scenario? The worst case scenario is the virus mutates and starts killing 100% of everybody.
Oh no,
and
I
it's
disagree.
and it's spread
I
across the
disagree.
planet, and you know, at the end
You're
of the
wrong
day,
right off rip.
solve a
The
lot of
worst
problems.
case scenario is the bombs start to fall.
all right,
That's the worst
okay,
case
the bombs start to fall. Yeah.
Why?
Listen,
And
let's
then
just say,
we'll die.
no,
Worst case
FOMO,
scenario.
why even
I don't
worry
know. I
about
don't
that?
think
Let me
we'll
tell you
get
the
there.
truth. This is the serious conversation. Yeah. Why even worry about that? Because if that happens, everybody's going together, mate. We all
Yeah, but
going
who
together.
has the bomb?
What
See,
are
the
you
worst
worried
case
about?
scenario
Like, you know,
Because I have
Is that
a
everybody's
reactionary
living in fear.
YouTube channel. That I mean, it's just something that I'm trying to stay current.
Yeah,
I'm
but
probably
why
gonna
would
put
anybody
content
drop
out
the
all day long.
bombs against who? The
I don't
virus?
think we'll. I don't think
FOMO,
we'll.
there's
No,
your-
no,
there's
no,
your
no, no,
channel
no,
And
no,
you
no,
can
no,
build.
no.
and who is the only country in the world that has ever used the bombs against civilian population?
Look, I'm not arguing
So,
that. I'm saying
you know,
this is the
everybody
worst
else
case
has them. India
scenario.
has them, China has them, Israel has them.
That
You
doesn't
fly
mean
them
there's
to
not an
countries.
exchange.
England has them. You know, everybody's got the bomb. So, but nobody's using it except for the ones that are always leaving all options on the table. Nobody else goes around and said, "Well, if you don't stop gassing your people, we're just going to bomb your whole population."
what's happening?
No one
Chicken
does.
tikka masala.
I don't know what this whole fear of the bomb. This is something
Yeah, they
that you
do
have.
actually. They
It's
do
a
that
little
actually.
Nobody else
Iraq
talks
did
about
that
the
shit.
bomb.
Iraq gassed
What
its
the-
own people. Was dropping bombs.
Exactly.
On
That's why you went
so
in there.
They
Germany
have done
gassed
that.
its own
Other
people. You
countries
went
have
in
done
there.
that.
Iraq gassed its own people. Gaddafi gassed its own people. Maduro was just gassing his own people.
That's a kind of banana.
That guy there in Cuba, that
Maduro.
you know, the guy you've been sanctioning for almost since
Castro?
65 something, Cuba, that place where you're torturing people and
Castro?
pretending like you're
Tupac's
not.
in Cuba.
You know, there's tons of shit out there where you should be worried about more than these bombs you're talking about, because
Oh no,
why
this
would
is worst case scenario. I'm not worried about.
You
I don't
should
think
be
we'll
worried
get there.
about.
Case scenario.
But why
Worry
would
about
that
it for
even-
what?
Is
We can't afford to
everybody's
fight a
living in
war like
fear.
that right now. We
What?
can't fight
Yeah.
a conventional war.
Who
right
No
would
now.
one
be
can
fighting
ever
that?
afford to
You
fight a
drop
war, bro.
bomb
I like that. I like that.
Well, yeah,
I
that's
like
true.
that.
That's true.
I was going to allude to try and ask. Listen, on a serious level, I'm probably going to get the wording wrong, but let me start somewhere. Do you believe in feng shui?
Yeah, I do.
Is that a
Alright,
thing
if
to
you-
believe
okay.
in?
Well, now, do you understand the principles of feng shui then, at least?
Kind of like setting the mood, like
Yeah,
right?
but they need to think, because you can take it as something to read. Either you believe that it has some effect, Yogi, or you believe that
Okay.
it's just a whole load of bullshit. That's
let
the,
me go through
just
your
from one
apartment
extreme.
first to see
My
where
point
there
being,
is a
FOMO, yeah, if you kind of feel that
coordination to your
energy and
front door.
power, I think you should take.
What is
you
it
should
called in
change.
India?
I'm just saying you should change the name, because FOMO and fear, it maybe that is
You know,
what's
yeah, they're not
having
synonymous.
yeah, maybe that's what's giving you so much I don't want to say trouble or difficulty. But
so FOMO, I got the perfect
portraying that negative energy or something.
Isn't it? But shouldn't you be calling it?
Wait! I gotta understand this.
You got the word fear in your name, bro. How can that be good for you?
Right.
Well, I mean, but that's me, bro. I'm an emotional type of person. I wear my emotion on my sleeve. I'm not ashamed to admit it. Y'all
Yo,
see
women
that.
like the sensitive types, though.
Well, whatever, man.
Emotion
I
is okay to have emotion.
I get my 3 times a week. I'm happy with that.
No, but listen, that's not emotion, bro. That's something like, you know.
It isn't. Fear isn't an emotion.
It is an emotion, but what I'm saying is the amount that you live by it and the amount that you let it affect you in life is that's going to be your happiness, you know. Like
everything
Golden
boils
Yogi
down
said,
to
if
fear
you're
or
just going to live in fear,
or
you know.
Love.
Yeah.
FOMO,
It's
check
not
this
about
out,
that,
though.
man. It's not
Everything's
like
fear or love.
All right, Trey. All right, Trey. Okay.
Leave Trey alone, man.
I have a.
He goes, now you're trying to rebrand
You're doing it again to me. You're doing it
Here's a channel for you.
I'm just offering a little. Listen, if you don't want to take
but
any
you're
advice,
making me the Tron guy. But you're making me the Tron guy.
We already established Tron shit, bro. Now you realizing it. Why are we going to make you the Tron guy now?
You never understood what all I said was it was fast and cheap. That's all I ever said about them.
Bro, why are we going backwards?
All right, listen, forget that now. It's irrelevant from what I was talking about for the future, and I was only trying to offer you a little bit of friendly advice that, look, you know, you've got this negative connotation within what you're portraying in the name. That's all I was saying. And to be in fear. And then, like, look, I've watched some of your videos as well, bro. You've been through a little bit, well, I feel like a little bit of a breakdown, really, in the background, what's been going, whether you call that from a YouTube sense.
I've been out of work for 31 months. Everybody else fixing to feel what I've been feeling.
That's
for
the
last
fucking life.
months.
Are you serious?
Shit. You know how dire it's starting to get, and then this happens, and now it's
bro.
like
I told you the sauce.
Listen,
I told you the sauce.
So now, FOMO, then look, if you're looking at the positives in life, you're way more experienced than everybody else is just about to start feeling and experience that shit, right?
Oh yeah, I'm bullish in that department.
Do you get what I mean? So you now ahead of the game.
Yeah.
Yo,
so
it's
what,
about
you think
to
I
be.
should keep the sincere name because I'm using sincere.
No, that's pretty. That's
I didn't like that either as well. That was a little bit too.
That's a little too weird.
Man. Do you think that's listen? All my advice was to think. Firstly, FOMO. If we look at FOMO, fear of missing out in the crypto space, it's not a great thing, is it? People use that as a connotation. It's like, aha, you FOMO'd into that and then got wrecked. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So that from a crypto point of view might bring.
I hear you.
And then I was just saying from a feng shui point of view as well, or kind of like energy.
It's not feng shui.
I know it's not feng shui. What's it called, Yogi? When it's about words and the name.
Feng shui.
Vastu Shastra.
Vastu Shastra. There you go. You could even take it from that. He's not going to get that, but you understand the feng shui principle of what I'm trying to say in the name.
I mean, Yogi saw my tranquility.
It's like power in words.
Yeah,
just
power in words.
You know, positive.
Don't start with fear, man. Like,
yo, so FOMO, I got this fat ass channel name.
Okay.
Like FOMO Reacts.
I got a badass channel name too. Crypto.
No, I'm saying, listen. That'll be like you were saying. This be a great time to build a channel. It'd be like FOMO Reacts. That you can react to anything. And react.
Why are you going to FOMO in it again? I just said we'd be.
I still got fear in my name. It's Cord and Sunny.
You never want to
Omo reacts. Omo reacts.
Reacting is a karmic process. To live dharmically is to live with a purpose.
How about I FOMO react?
Let me tell you, FOMO, the solution to every problem you have.
Just how about I am?
Hey, don't you take that down about the D-Live thing. I like going over there and crying at night. Leave me alone.
You can't. That's
banner up there,
you can't
Sonny.
use
I don't want you
God's
to take
name.
it down.
I'm not. Listen, you be you, bro. You do you. I'm just offering a little bit of friendly advice. Take it or not.
No.
I'm not trying to tear you down, bro. If anything, I'm only trying to help build you up, man.
I feel you.
Hell yeah. Ice Trey Young got it. Man from Florida reacts. That's a fucking meme right
there
now.
You go. Man from Florida. I like that. Man from Florida.
That shit happens all the time. Change it to Bits Away.
Bits Away, dude. Oh shit!
I'm good. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. It's like right now, honestly, the videos, especially like today, they were therapeutic. And I noticed it with Wonder. Crypto Wonder put one out. I know y'all saw his live stream because I saw y'all in there. And he put that out like the same time I recorded. When I recorded mine, he was live streaming. So he had the same type of look reaction on him. And he's about probably the same age as me. which is a little older is Saint.
So what you feeling? What you feeling? What you mean a little older, man? Y'all, what the fuck you talking about?
You said you weren't even in your 40s yet.
Bro, I'm
so
probably young enough to be your son.
Hey, I'm not in my 40s yet either.
That young? I mean, maybe Mike.
Yeah, I'm that young, and
Mike's grandson.
I got a grandkid. I just had one.
So
you missed a lot, bro. You missed a lot.
I know you had a grandkid. I had one too.
Oh, congratulations!
So you've been stalking me. So you've been stalking me. I see what it is.
No, we were talking when that happened.
Saint been stalking everybody.
Yeah.
I'm getting gang stalked.
I mean, honestly, if you want to talk it out real quick, I mean, just let's just finish it all right now.
What about something like New World Reset?
There was a
something
lot
like that, FOMO. Real World
Well,
Reset.
I mean, this is a good time to make peace, right? That's what we did tonight. So I still think there's a little bit of unfinished business between me and Saint.
Do it, man.
I just felt like you were being real.
Right trying to 1v1 me? You trying to 1v1 me,
bro?
Send location.
I could have just let it be. I'm trying to make a better relationship out of it, so we actually are talking. Because I still don't. I'm not like.
Hey, listen,
let's say
bro,
friendship. Friendship
we know
is.
you've been here
Friendship
in the
is
live chat.
more.
We've been saying click the link for a long time.
Sometimes I'm there. I've been ignoring y'all a lot lately. You don't even. I had to. I just had to step away from it. I'm not gonna sit there and listen to bullshit about me. I'm not. Why would I do that?
Don't be the victim, bro. Come fight your corner in it. That's what it's about. Come fight your corner.
I'm your ninja. I told you I had all the solutions to your problem. For this, like right now, we're about to be in the deepest recession. You said you
drag along, man.
31 months. No doubt. I got the solution for you right now. You ready for it?
Go ahead, man.
You ready for it?
Go ahead.
Sugar mama.
He can't be a sugar mama. How's he gonna be a sugar mama?
No, get one. What
he needs a sugar mama. Jesus.
You know what I'm saying?
Married too long.
It's very weird. It's very weird, bro. My situation.
You probably got some strong hands, bro.
No,
how much they pay?
Situation changed a little bit recently.
Done that for a while.
Say what?
The situation has changed with this much, very recently, like in one day. Because
in one day, you ran out of Viagra, now you can't do it no more.
No. Do you know how many appointments you can get today?
With like women and Pace Carmichael's wife.
I'm married, man. Come on.
No, you can listen.
It's a job, dude.
Listen, no one's saying have relations. No one's saying have relations. Come on, let's not go there.
Listen, FOMO, yeah. Italy on lockdown, porn is blowing up, and I heard live streaming porn is good. You could just do it with your missus. You don't even have to go anywhere. Stay in your own house.
Why not just live stream and collect? Look, right now, collecting any money
I need a job.
You know how many? Listen, yo,
I'm not.
You know,
y'all are dumb.
Chicken tikka masala killed it. Sorry, bro, but that's too funny. I've been ignoring him, but he says maybe change your name to I need a job.
Power. Listen, the power principle.
Have no idea what's going on,
bro. The power principle.
You got to see the funny side.
They don't give you a job. You get to. You make your
the funny
own job,
side is y'all are really understanding it. It's like my situation improved when this happened. That's the crazy part.
That's what I'm saying. You came up. Always look on the bright side of life, bro.
I hate to say it like that, but I kind of did.
You got a temporary reprieve.
You got some privilege there, boy.
Well, it's not privilege.
Listen, if it helps your self-esteem or whatever it is, FOMO, then run with it, bro.
If I'm smart right now, things.
You're saying if, so.
Yeah,
it's difficult. I'm not saying I'm gonna be.
Don't even
no promises, bro. No promises.
No, you gotta say it like you need it. Like if I'm smart, that means if you are. But like I'm smart.
You haven't bought a whole bunch of nappies, have you? Like iPhone.
Yeah,
you gotta formulate your wording a lot better when you get older. You can't be going, "Hey, motherfucker, I don't have a job. Give me some money. Life shit." You can't be doing
my life power principle is like 5 years, and you be talking like me too. So.
No, the power principle says if you don't have a job, you make your own job. You know,
FOMO.
And I was trying to do that with the channel, but then when I'm getting lied, this is my bone. I got to pick
that
with
sounds
you.
like when
I'm
Austin
getting lied
said, "I
on
wouldn't
and
go
slandered on. That really
no,
hurt
what
me,
I'm telling
man.
you, with
I
the
felt like you
problem
were
with the
listen,
channel
let
is
me
the problem
finish.
with the channel is. Hold on. You know what? Hold on, Sonny. Can you do something for a second?
Go on.
No.
Because you're the stream master, right? FOMO. Are we doing this? You want to talk it out real quick?
I think we should.
Okay, so everybody kind of just so we could get through it and he can hear my responses.
Are you guys going to play chess?
Just 5 minutes.
No,
Yeah, we're gonna play mental.
I've heard other
we're gonna
people
play
do this
mental
on here
chess right
too,
now.
so.
All right, we're gonna mute everybody except for you two. Yeah, that's what he's saying. Yeah.
Can you play some nice twinkly, dwindly music?
I'll get something ready for
Man,
you.
forget the music. I don't need no music. You
I
really want
do.
me to-
I mean, I'm
All right.
Zen.
If it makes you,
Let's
if
do
it makes you
some
feel better.
gentle crypto face flute music.
That
I
your
got
boy?
you, bro. I got you.
All right. And begin.
Hold on, bro. Give me a second.
Corona crypto, baby.
How long are you lot going for? How long? Well, how long's the segment?
I would say like 5 minutes max.
All right.
Other than that, this is something that FOMO could feature on his own channel if he really wants to get deep.
Hey, Saint, let me say something real quick. FOMO, don't take this the wrong way.
God damn it, Mike.
Wait.
Don't trigger him.
Something real quick. You always sound depressed. Why don't you sound a little more cheerful? You sound like Debbie Downer every time I hear you.
He's going through a lot, bro.
I have to say, I do
that,
agree.
Mike?
I do agree.
Why do you watch
I don't
that?
know.
Like,
That's what makes me turn off. Where I'm only trying to
see
offer
what I mean?
constructive
Like,
advice.
No, you
All
get
right,
you turn
stop.
off because we like have engagement in the chat.
I just
so
said don't
goes
trigger
the
the
wrong way.
burn before.
Oh, right, okay. Sorry, listen. Let's say have his little. I need 20 seconds and your music will cut in. Yeah. So everybody else, just give these guys a moment.
Just a moment.
Just a moment. We need a moment.
We got flute.
Flute's coming,
Where's
bro.
the
Flute's
flute?
coming. 10 seconds. I'm gonna get one ready, and we're gonna do this now. Live, guys. Live and direct. Saint and FOMO. They're about to. This is good. Well, let's just let it happen.
All right, FOMO, let it out.
Oh Lord. No, the bone I had to pick with you is that you knew I was building a channel. You say this, you're my friend thing, but it's clearly not true. And then the lies that you told, it felt like you were climbing up my back and then stepping on my head and pushing me down the ladder. That's how I felt. You want to
let him let FOMO get his piece out and fully listen to how he felt, bro.
Did you catch all that? I felt like you were clout chasing me and then pushing me down for the benefit of your own channel. Not that you were going to get that much from me, but just the fact that you were using the name and, pushing along this little beef that I never even wanted over something that was so dumb, dude. That whole issue could have been avoided. Like,
all right.
And I apologize for my part in it, at the beginning, and this goes to you too, Sonny. Like, I never wanted it to go this direction. I'm not about that. And that's why I'm so down about it, kind of, because it's not what I wanted. I didn't want to do a fuck you crypto saint video like you wanted me to. And you did ask me to do that.
Yeah,
I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to get involved in that. And that's why I really took it the way I did I just felt like you were trying to ruin my shit. That's it. And we can squash that tonight. I'm cool with it.
Uh-huh.
That's it. That's all I gotta say.
So you wanna squash it?
I mean, if you truly want to squash it, if tomorrow I get a video posted about me and it's all about me.
All right.
So look,
I'm gonna give you easiest way.
If you
do
say
you
bend
have
to
any
me-
do you have any knee pads near you?
Oh, don't even start this, man.
All right, I won't go there. So if you find a pair of gently used knee pads at Walmart or any other store, you could bend the fucking knee and say, Saint, it's all good. And we'll be all good. But I'm going to go a step further and tell you I was just playing about the last part. I'm good, bro. Everything's good.
I know you're good. I know that's the problem. You're good.
FOMO, why aren't you good though, bro? This is the point. Why
bro,
aren't you good?
He was telling straight lies about me. It's not even entertainment at that point.
What lies did I tell about you?
Listen,
oh my God, come on.
FOMO, listen, on level, seriously. I do feel like you just did not get the banter at all. And in any particular way you could, you would always try and twist whatever was said and however it was. Anything that was ever said in jest was ultimately twisted. And yeah, okay, I'll give it to Saint as well. That look, Saint knew that, and he would say things. He would say things like from his point of view in jest, but that would ultimately trigger you. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, look, you didn't get it. That's what I saw.
It didn't feel.
There was obviously some kind of confusion from how you were feeling and how Saint was feeling, and maybe even how I was feeling. Like, there's been some kind of miscommunication or understanding on what's been going on. Like, I
kept on blocking you guys, and then I'd have to block you again because it was just like the same shit. I kept on trying, especially with you, Sonny. Saint, I just gave up on you after a while. But Sonny, I was trying to still keep the dialogue going with you, and it just got to a point where it was like nothing I say is good for this guy. So I just
But listen, listen, FOMO, what you got to understand. I'm trying to put this in a nice way. I'm not trying to go backwards. We're just trying to get it all out there. There's a lot of negativity that came from you and everything that was said, and it was like you could have let it go. You could have just let that go, and you could have gone back and or you could have come back in a different way. It just felt like too much of the time you came back and tried to play the victim card. And maybe you were feeling a certain way. I get that. Do you know what I mean? But
it was like a reverse.
This is
love
YouTube.
Triangle.
Look, even Ice Tray is saying it's YouTube. If you haven't got a little bit of a thick skin in YouTube, though, then you might find you might struggle. And that's not just coming from me. That's just generally people know that.
I can handle it. It's just it got to a point where it just felt like it was being targeted. Like no,
I feel like if you can get through this, FOMO,
you gotta understand FOMO. Listen,
I talked to you.
You want to go and speak to some people like Crypto Austin. Go and subscribe to my Crypto Dowsim channel and go and have a look at what I did to some people that I really targeted, that I really felt were being very negative for the space at the time. I've never really thought that about you. A couple of times when you've said a couple of silly things, but I've never thought. Oh shit, you know what? This guy, people need to see how much of a fool this guy is. And I have thought about that. I have thought that about some people. So, you never called me a scammer. And I noticed that, and I don't think Saint ever came out with those words, but you came out with some shit, like you were applying some shit. But
I call you anything?
By the way, I got my new spend card today. So, that's why I'm back on tonight. I just thought you should know that. Since you thought that ran me out of crypto.
Didn't you get? You didn't apply for a BitPay card?
Hold on. I need to know now. Yeah, Ice Tray, who are your two favorite fudders?
Who's the baddest? Show no.
Well, obviously me.
Oh, James is in the running as well. I suppose you're right there, James. Yeah, shit, bro. I feel bad. I didn't even.
I'm nobody's favorite brother.
Nah, FOMO. You want to know what I heard though? Honestly.
What you heard? What is it?
You know what I heard? That you were hired as a crypto assassin to go deep cover to expose me as a scammer.
Okay.
A word up. I promised you.
You think I put that much energy?
We all know that, Saint.
I don't know, bro. Like.
I don't put that much, bro. I don't even post. I shut my own channel down because I just got tired of it. It wasn't positive. It was being that kind of stuff. Yeah,
that's
why
for me. FOMO, you got to be. I don't know, man.
Listen, FOMO. Do you know that I am trained in counterintelligence? Me to you.
How would I know? How would I know that?
Well, you don't.
He wouldn't because he's totally American.
If I knew.
There's a body laying in the trunk because you came for me.
All right. Well, look, I'm done, and I don't want to. I'm asking you again.
Oh, is it a Maris?
You see the effect it had on me, and that's the thing. So if you actually are a friend, you will understand where
No,
I'm
but
coming
listen,
from.
FOMO. What you got to listen from my point of view, and I think Saint's about to say this as well. But it's gonna make you stronger, though. How you can't just carry on being a victim all your life like that, bro. You got to move on, move forward from that.
It wasn't like that. It wasn't about being a victim. It was a couple of guys that I respected. Well, maybe it did, because I felt like,
But by the time, you're telling me that you felt as if you were being targeted, you were being singled out and targeted. Then,
was.
If that's how you felt, then
it was in
you
the
victimized
statistics,
yourself
Sonny.
there, bro.
I can prove that by the statistics that I was being hit, targeted. Come on,
No,
man.
listen. Let me tell you the real truth, Homo.
Listen, what do you mean? So what do you listen? What do you mean? And so what? You're saying that you were targeted,
it
yeah?
fucked up the algorithms. It fucked up.
So
the
what?
channel.
Move on and do the next thing. What do you think? I've never been targeted? Do you think people haven't done that to me and done that to my channels? And what did I sit there and cry about it, or did I just carry on, bro? That's my point. Let me show you something, yeah? Because I've been through some shit as well, FOMO, yeah? I tried to take this technology over to India, yeah? And explain this to a whole load of people that did not understand it. And this was 2 years ago. I got called a scammer, I got called a fraud. I've been through the way. I've been targeted to be trying to get off YouTube. Like, I've had dislikes like you couldn't imagine that I've had that many dislikes. On a video where I came out, I'm not saying it was you. My point is,
I'm asking,
I didn't let it affect me, bro. Look here, look. Good people of the internet. I just came out, showed here. It's me. Of the internet. My name is Sunny from Team Gandhi. No, I'm just kidding, guys. No, that's not like that.
Hello.
Hi guys, I'm Sunny.
Hello.
Team Gandhi. I made the Gandhiji project. I cloned the code. It was me. I got 108 dislikes, bro. To 31. Did I let it stop me? Did I bollocks, bro? That's helping the algorithm. It's moving forward. You gotta understand that. Move forward. Do these things. It's not, don't let anything get you down. Be strong. That's all I'm trying to advocate for, bro. I'm not trying to put you down.
Don't check my comments. The way I'm looking at this now is I'm not doing this for anybody but myself. The only reason I went on today 3 times was because I needed to do it.
Okay, I would be, listen, personally, I don't know. I'm just going to say this out loud, yeah? It's a terrible thought, but it's what I think. If you really feel that way, maybe you should find some professional help, bro. Because if you're relying on making a YouTube video for your own mental stability, I'm just trying to say, if you're trying to rely on YouTube for your own mental stability, like you just said, I had to.
No, I didn't say that. You're making words in my mouth.
But then that's how I've understood it. Let's clear that up now. Then,
no, I never said mental stability.
It was more like all this if you want a free consultation, I'm always here for you. First hour is always free.
Awesome.
Daily.
So, what I'm getting at is, with all this stuff, like today, I'm talking about. This was very stressful for a lot of people. I'm not the only one that was going through that, and you could see it in Crypto Wonder. For the same reason he turned on his camera was the same reason, and you could see it in him that he was just like, wow, and he wanted to share that moment with somebody. I think.
I get what you're saying, yeah, but listen, that's him talking to his peeps. From what you just said, you said that I made 3 videos today because I had to, that made me feel like, well,
no, it just felt good.
You're dependent on it, I've never felt that way about you.
So what? It's a healthy habit. Who cares?
Is it though? I don't know. Well,
I don't see why not.
I've seen. Listen, you want to go and watch people like Crypto Batman and Crypto Austin who've had mental breakdowns on YouTube before, yeah, and see how it plays out for them.
And they got paid for it. So
they even got paid for it. Like you'd be over the moon with that.
Oh yeah. By the way, Saint, you know what I heard? I heard you were paid to FUD me.
Yeah, I paid him.
Yeah.
FOMO, listen, let me just tell you something right now, yeah.
No, he said he heard
how really significant do you think that you are that somebody is gonna pay Saint? Firstly, that they're gonna pay Saint to FUD you. That's the first question. And then secondly, are you for real, bro? Do you not know the history of the tiny teeny beady weeny little peepee weenies Do you know how many people have tried to put it on us that Saint's been paid to do this or Sonny's been paid to do that? Because it doesn't fit with the narrative of what they want or they like. So many people have been in that position before and said the same thing. And I know for a fact that we did not get paid from anybody.
Oh, no. The reason I say that is because he said that I was... He said that he heard I was some kind of See, this is where I try to throw a little jest back at him, and it gets received seriously by y'all. You see?
No,
but listen, come on, bro. You didn't just say that in jest there.
He said I was an agent that was paid to, what was it, undermine you or something? You think you're that significant? Like, come on, man.
Listen, bro. Listen again. Hold on, FOMO. Yeah, it's not fun. Wait, listen. You got Pace Car Mike in here. Let me just prove a point. Yeah, Mike.
Oh Lord.
Would you say that it would be far fetched to believe that someone like David Peterson may have paid certain people to FUD or call Saint a fudder, call myself a fudder?
Oh, definitely.
There you go.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, David Peterson.
You can't remember shit, Mike.
I'm just saying that you're saying that we're not even worth silencing. I'm telling you, there's people that have wanted us silenced.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Hey, FOMO,
I wasn't one of the people hired to do
this. FOMO, when I was at Peterson's house, they had pictures of Saint and
you know what I'm saying, Ice Tray? That's what I'm saying. Like, I've always asked that from the start. Like,
that's the first time I hear that, Mike. What are you saying?
Mike, did you both have fun when you were at his house?
Of Saint and Sonny up there, and calling
really?
big
as their idols,
calling Fud monsters.
Bro, that's crazy. Our pictures was up on the wall, bro. There you go, FOMO. You're telling us, look.
Pictures of DP
that's all they talked about, Sonny, when I was there. About how you and Saint were ruining the program.
Yeah, we were ruining the program by fucking showing the truth about what was going on. If that's what ruins your program, you're fucked anyway.
If I don't start receiving payments from some of these hypes, I'm starting to FUD them shit.
Yeah, I tell you what, you guys had me thinking about this way before I actually changed, because a lot of that was starting to creep in on me. Like,
what? You never changed, Mike. You just lost money in soft trade AI. What are you talking about?
Okay, give me a break. But anyway,
you're literally just going from next project to next project. I'm sorry, Mike. I don't want to be the. I don't want to be.
While we got the chilling music on, let's get it all out there.
And James, you've never lost money in anything. Is that what you're saying?
No. You just don't watch me, and I don't talk about how much money I lose. I lose plenty of money constantly.
I don't mind telling people about my wins and losses. So maybe this soft trade will turn around. It hasn't for.
Oh, Jesus. Maybe arbitrage will turn around. I mean, technically they said.
I know, but
it's going to take 2 to 3 years until they get somewhere.
You can't really technically call it a scam. Until you get a 404, technically the money's not gone.
James, when they're gone, then you
can. He's got a great voice.
But until then, I'm not going to compare it.
No, he had a better mic. That's what it was.
Yeah, that mic is dope. It sounds like he's like in a church or some shit.
Suck a dick, dude.
Yeah, that was the point of it. He was come on. He was Southern Baptist that day.
Here we go, motherfuckers, y'all.
Yeah, like that right there.
He sound real Southern Baptist right there.
So FOMO, let me just say this, man. Like, I'll be honest. All right, I'm gonna stop playing around. You were targeted, bro. And I'm gonna just admit this here in front of everybody. I targeted you to help you grow your channel. Somehow, your mind worked that out to be some negative thing. At some point, even though we had discussions about having a little beef, you somehow made that into a serious thing, even though it was just a game, and you knew it. So I'm unsure as to where, you went wrong there. But I've always
you guys
had
are still talking about that damn chess game, right? 10 minutes,
It's
20
so
minutes.
stupid,
That's all this whole thing
bro.
is about, right?
Yeah, I mean,
there was obviously underlying issues, and it was
more.
chess
That was
game
one of the that was the beginning of the like.
I think the trolling me is so strong that when they told me what your purpose was, that you were supposedly trying to befriend me and go in deep cover because you're a scam hunter. And I was like, this is news to me because I never heard of this guy, but okay, you know. But instead, I'm for real.
It's comical that if that's really someone told you that.
Nah, I'm being serious, but like, but instead,
if you felt targeted from me as well, yeah. From my point of view, I raw, bro. I'm a lion. Like if somebody pokes me, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna, you know. And again, if somebody's coming up, I'm gonna do the same thing. I would say, there may have been times when I targeted you, FOMO, as a retaliation because of something you said as well, or because of something that you've gone off on a tangent on. Yeah, I did that, but I do that to a lot of people, so don't take it personally.
Sonny, and I had more of a
I went further.
Bengal tiger.
Yeah, I know that.
Oh, Bengal lion. Sorry, shit.
I went further.
I'm not a Bengali tiger, no, Punjabi lion.
Okay.
I treated you like a double agent and tried to bring you to our side. You know.
Well, I'm not what you're. Yeah, no.
No, but listen, the thing is, hold on. This is the point. I can see the difference here, Saint. Yeah, because I saw this happen at the time, and I can see it happening right here again. Yeah, because of the banter that you had with him that day, that when you were saying to him, "Look, let's have a little pretend fight," he really thinks that's the kind of thing you do. He didn't get that. Well, listen, you know, that was just part of egging you on that day. So now he's under the impression that you do all this fake stuff. That's the games that Saint plays. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, okay, maybe that's. So is that what happened?
That's what I believe. That's what I saw.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know if you.
So here's the thing: your dream is to build your channel, right? And that was your solution to your problem. Yes.
Well, I wouldn't call it dream, but my plan was to build a channel. Yeah.
Yeah,
and
that was your plan.
I enjoy it, and
so,
honestly,
okay. Listen. Short answers. Short answers. Get to the end of the conversation quicker. Yes, right. That was your plan.
It was the plan. Yeah.
Yeah. And all I did was try to enhance and accelerate that plan. And it was working. And you resisted it. And I don't know why. Like you set a fire to your own house.
Because let me just put it like this. Because I just didn't want that going on at this point in time in my life. Right? And that's it.
Was it real, bro?
Yes.
The only thing that was real was the views going up, the likes going up.
Nah, but you would have understood if you would have befriended me and backed off like I asked and listened to me when I tried to talk to you. You would have heard what I would have told you, and then it would have come clear to you, and you would have been like, "Okay, now I see what the fuck he's going through." But you didn't allow it to get there, and I tried to reach out to you.
I FOMO hard. The fact that you're already here on Drunk on Crypto is a move forward to everything compared to Austin or all these other shitheads that have been commented and targeted and trolled and whatever. You are actually here talking to Saint and Sonny. So
the thing is, James, this guy hasn't done anything. Like FOMO hasn't really done anything. Like it's not like he's going.
Yeah, he's not a Deborah. He's not an Austin.
That's what I mean. And we haven't. I haven't treated him like one either.
So.
I haven't treated him like one either. That's the point.
He worked for bank tellers though, bro.
Yeah, he's done a couple of little boogie things, but you know, listen. I've probably put it this way. Yeah, you see, Pacey Crypto comes in here and has a good laugh with us. I've probably ribbed on Pacey Crypto more than I've ribbed on you. Even like now, there's memes of my guy 100%. Going left, right, and center, and he still comes in with a smile on his face, bro. Unaffected soldier.
Yeah, because they don't
hey, FOMO, look at this, FOMO. They pick on me 10 times.
We do pick on Mike a lot. Yeah, we do. And do you know what? That's just like, listen, it's banter, bro.
You're still missing the point. I can't have people telling lies on me right now.
What lies?
What lies, bro? Telling lies on what?
Oh, the shit Saint was saying.
Like what?
You know, okay, like the whole just even though I know it's in jest about the Shillionaire thing, listen, even though it's in jest, my face is on YouTube. I don't want any IRS.
Bro, listen, you're getting exposure, FOMO. Tell me where he lied.
I don't care. I don't need people saying stupid shit like that.
What stupid shit?
Bottom line.
Yeah, but why go online and show your face then? I mean, you see all of us here. We don't show.
Honestly, John Doe. Honestly, I wish I didn't. I wish I never did.
It's okay. Then disappear with FOMO,
Fucked
come
up.
up with a
Too
complete
quick.
different logo, go into a complete different genre, and they're not going to find you.
It hurts because then I
might,
lose
but
the
they're not.
subscribers. You know what I'm
How
saying?
many
Bro, you could say.
What are you trying to do? A crypto channel or a U channel or a make money
I don't know.
channel?
Whatever I want. What I
Listen,
want.
if you want to do a crypto channel, you're going to have to deal with people like us because we're in the crypto space to stay long term. There's
And
no
that's the
getting
thing.
around that.
I love that. I love that. And I want to be part of that. And that's why I don't fall into the Devraj category because I never.
No,
wanted
you
that.
don't. That's
You know what I'm
exactly what I
saying?
was trying to compare you to. That you are actually up here. Look, you're here. I mean, ask them what happened with me when I was just like,
listen,
yo, and Saint's like, yo, you're that guy,
From
blah
a
blah
point-
blah. Fuck,
Listen,
I'm
from
the
a
doc.
point of view, yeah. Let me just say one
I
thing.
mean-
if even if we have targeted you as the Tron boy, yeah, like, and put that on you because of the way that you felt about Tron or whatnot, that's just an opinion on a coin, bro, or a token. It's just an opinion on a blockchain. That, and then the levels of personal difference and problems that you've had with Saint are on a different level. Do you see what I mean? Like, you
Yeah,
should
they are.
definitely be able to separate those two things.
See?
What, you
But it
think you're the
seems
only
like
one
you
that-
take those all together and take everything personally. Like, oh,
No,
how many
I-
times have
Sonny,
you
I-
complained? Like, there you go again, calling me the Tron boy. There,
I
you think
felt.
people
yeah,
call
because
me the ETH fanatic? I love it. I love it hard.
I'm
Call me the
not,
ETH
but
fanatic. You know.
if I believed in Tron to that extent, that's the thing you never understood.
I did understand that. That's why I
Like,
told you
never
it's whack.
believed
I
in it
was the
like
one that
that.
told you that I couldn't fall in love with Tron because of A, B, and C. And that's why I can't fall in love with it the way that I love Tron. That's what I'm saying. That the way that I love ETH. You know, that's been my straight up truth to you. So from that point, if we're sitting here on a Friday night or whatever night it is together, having a drink, having a bit of banter, I'm gonna rib on you about Tron. If you sit
fine,
there and you rib on me about £16 or $32 ETH fees, and we take it, bro. Do you know what I mean? We take it and we say, look, in the future it's going to be like this, and now this is going to be like this. It's all that's crypto. If you want to be in the crypto space,
Now, Sonny,
that is
you and
how
I were
crypto
just.
is.
We just had a communication issue, I think. You and I were like a separate, even though it was like I said, it was like
Listen,
a
the
triangle.
thing is
Things
as
were
well,
just
Sonny,
not
I have to admit, listen, people see this the wrong way, but I've known Saint for quite a while, and we've been through some experiences in crypto together that have brought us
Right.
quite close together.
I can tell.
And you know, there's been some things like now people making videos about me on YouTube, like, oh, I'm giving Saint too much slack. I won't ask him the tough questions. This, that, and what they don't understand is throughout all of this in the background, and when it and like, you know, we was talking about blockchain for what's best earlier. He cannot explain out the idea or the mechanics of what it is he wanted to create. I've had discussions with Saint where he's explained to me, listen, this is the mechanics or this is the model of what we're trying to do in dominance, and I've understood it and I've agreed, and I've even said to him, you know what, Saint, yeah, that's definitely, like, you know, within the realm of how things should. I see that as the way things should be moving forward too. So I can understand a plan. It comes down to then, do I understand about development and developers and how things can get delayed and moved along, and even having to pick up and change path halfway through development. I do get all that. I understand that. Is it, for me then, is it now harder for me to believe that Saint is just going to run off with everybody's money after having all this discussion and all these conversations and meetings over months and months and months for this particular project? Is it easier for me to believe that he's just going to run off with everything, or for me to believe that listen, from the way that he's been going on, no matter what it takes, he's going to come good? I get it might take a bit of time, but I know it, for me personally, obviously that's just my opinion, I feel like it'll come good. You know, I've looked at other people saying this, that, and the other one, and you know, I have my right to my opinion too. Do you get what I'm saying?
Here's another thing I heard, FOMO. I heard the reason you were really mad at me is because you're the #1 token holder in Dominant. Is that true?
It's funny.
I understand the delays. I'm very sorry about them, but shit's looking up in a way that I couldn't have imagined. But is that true? No.
What are you talking about?
Put it on record. Are you the
No.
#1 token holder or not?
No. In Dom?
Yeah.
No.
Do you even have any tokens?
Hell no, bro. Why would I buy that shit?
I thought we were
at that
fucking
time?
friends.
See,
Why would I
sorry,
buy
man,
it?
I've been resisting that
What
all
the
night.
fuck? I thought we were fucking friends.
Yeah, you
Friends
thought.
don't drink other friends' Kool-Aid.
And they don't drink Corona together.
Andrew's
So
got
listen.
the most common sense of anybody in this bitch right now. My bad. Excuse my
Who?
language.
Who does?
Momo, you want to buy
Like,
some condoms for me?
at a minimum, if all the diamonds money is just mine, fuck everybody. Think about that for a second. I don't even have a fucking laptop yet. I mean, it's the most basic common sense of it all. Like, that would be the first thing I would do.
You don't have a laptop. It's all sold
Bro,
out. Didn't you just feel the chairs
I've
are
been
gone?
waiting.
Desktops
I've
are
been
gone.
waiting. I've been waiting for a laptop for a long time, for reasons that I'm into mining YouTube. I've been wanting to play laptop
Mining
gaming
YouTube
and stream. Yeah, oh yeah, that's a thing. I mean, it's for real. Like I'm dying for the laptop. I've looked at so many. I can't touch them. I can look, but I can't touch. You know, like I can't. And that's be the most like glaring tell right there, I guess you could say. If I had a fat ass laptop and I'm 4K gaming on your asses every day, like fuck that. I'm gonna hang out in Telegram from morning till
Well,
night.
that's what you would do when you had a laptop before gaming all day long. That's why you
Yeah,
probably
you know,
should
like,
have the laptop.
I don't even have time to see my kids half the day. Let's be real for a second. At the end of all this, for me, my friends, the people who got in it because they believed in me, you don't know how much that fucked my head up from the beginning. Because people started coming and telling me that. Nomad kept telling me that people were talking to him about it and saying that. And I was like, oh shit, like, okay, I'm effectively more responsible for this than I want to be. Period. It's on me if everything went wrong to make it all right. So that's my job. So today and many other days, my kids, when I walk through the door, instead of it being some regular shit like it used to, like I could do 4 days and fuck around with everybody in Telegram, I'm doing real shit. And they're like, oh, daddy, because they ain't seen me all day. You don't see me. When you hear me, you outside. If I do take 5-10 minutes to make a video, I'm outside. I'm not at home doing what I do. You don't hear the dog barking no more. You know, in the background of my videos. I'm out dominating.
Hear the airplanes though.
Yeah, I mean, they're everywhere. You know? But I mean, I'm out doing what I need to do. That's the easiest part. The other part is technical, and that's not for me to do. You understand? But as far as all the things that like that were not even planned to have to happen until now, because the games and all that bullshit should have been out months ago.
Why are you talking to me about? Are you talking to me about dominance?
I'm talking to everybody because I'm looking at the comments.
Yeah, you're the
I'm
number one
listening to Sunny.
holder there.
I don't. I honestly don't know anything about dominance.
Sunny started talking. Sunny started talking, so he said something, and it triggered this moment in me.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
You know, because I was gonna make.
People are going on, you know, bro, like a blockchain for what's best.
I was
and
gonna
that's where it
make.
started.
I was gonna make
I've
a video.
heard that. That's all I've heard, though. Is what
Yeah, no, I'm gonna make a video. I was gonna make a video for many days about it, and at this time, I was like, well, you know, the first time I did it, well, I'm out here getting busy doing what I need to do, you know, and I heard I exit scam, so I came back and made it like, oh wow, this is interesting, and I gave a little bit of my time. That shit's not productive, you know. I gave my little bit of my attention, like, hey guys, I heard I exit scam. Because I don't hang out in Telegram from the morning till the night like I used to with my free time. So I guess I left everybody alone, and you know, I haven't made a video in 3 days.
I'll take care of all those people.
Yeah. I mean, this is real stuff though. I'm getting messages, and a lot of it stems from the idea that FOMO's a submersive. He's working together with blockchain for what's best. He's flooding everything. I'm fucked. You know, I'm fucked. This is what the
rules is. FOMO, yeah.
You're serious?
Did you see the part of the stream earlier where I was going through what blockchain for what best is doing with bank teller? Did you see that?
Yeah. I saw the original video when you first posted it.
Yeah, but did you see that the information that he sent across to me and what.
Oh
he
yeah,
said
when
in
you
the
read it
Discord.
from this. Yeah, I did see that.
How did that make you feel, bro?
Well, again, I wasn't really up to speed on the whole thing.
All right,
Like,
if you,
I
don't know if you've watched this guy before, but he screams and shouts at everybody about integrity, about the pit, about transparency, immutable.
I actually made a video about blockchain,
and then there's that kind of shit going on in the background where he's just saying whatever in his videos to please Tony to get his own work done so it can benefit himself. And then he's got the goal because he even put that to me, and I was like, listen, out of all the people you're going to come and ask, I've got the one contract with no dev fee, that the dev doesn't take anything out. It's like, why are you asking me to even associate or be a part of something that is just for your personal gain? Like, go find some other ratty dev that already does that and get them to work with you. Yeah? Do you see what I'm saying, FOMO? That's my principle. That's where I come from when it comes to things like that. So
but you wouldn't even do a second contract.
There
You
you
told
go.
me when I interviewed you.
There you go.
You said you would only work on one at a time. So I already knew that about you. I knew you wouldn't do it, just for the same reason you wouldn't do what Oracle was.
But he still had to make videos. Oh, look, Sonny, I need your help. I need you to do this time and time again, like over and over again. Like, but why? And then to work out that this guy is just a paid shill, and him admit and come and say, listen, I'll say anything, just, for my own game.
I mean, was he joking? I wasn't sure if he was even being serious there.
But he sent me the.
He seriously is a paid shill.
He sent me the chat saying there, like, the whole thing where Bank Teller asked him to say that shit, and he said, I played the video first where he already sucked his dick, and then he came back himself and said, yeah, I sucked his dick. Like,
well, man, guys, I seriously, I feel like I'm in the wrong chat. wrong cryptocurrency thing
Yeah,
here.
you're in the wrong genre here.
Sorry guys. I'm just saying that's the terminology that he used, and he sent me the screenshot of the conversation between himself and Tony Bank Teller, and Bank Teller saying, "Look, just say some good stuff about me, say some good stuff about Bankroll." And maybe
he's never come to me like that. Bank Teller came to me about the interview.
No, but
the same reason I did yours.
That's fair enough, Homer. But the reason I've been through all that with you, is because then can you understand, why we might be suspicious of people that come out and just say shit about Bankroll then now? Because we know this kind of shit goes on. We suspected it for a while, and now here it is from the horse's mouth. And I'm not trying to. But all I'm saying is, you can at least understand why we would say something or question something to try and get a reaction to see where what stance do you take if questioned upon that fact.
I would like to think that my integrity is higher than that.
Yeah, but we would all like to think that. But I've got people even
I'm
today.
telling you it is. Listen,
we would all like to believe that, but people out there don't give a shit, FOMO. They don't know you. Right. They don't know me. They don't know nothing. So they're just going to go with what they feel.
Look at with the crud that's going around. People are still going out and going to bars. They don't give a shit about the next person. I understand where you're coming from with that. That's the same mentality.
But I think that's a poor assumption, though. Just because someone
you still got to move forward to that, because not everyone's like that, FOMO. That's just a certain percentage of people.
But they don't give a fuck about the next person. Is my point.
That's a poor assumption, though.
Why? If they're asking you to not go out right now because it could be spread to the elderly, and you're still, I agree with what Mike was saying. It's terrible, and that's what the few rotten apples that won't just do what they're asking for a short amount of time until we get some facts and we understand the situation a little bit better. Whether that's a couple weeks or a couple.
They're fair porning you into your home.
Yeah, but it's not necessary.
I'd rather do it voluntarily than have.
Listen, FOMO, are you going to do it? If you're going to do it and you're going to stay in, then you got nothing to worry about, innit?
Maybe not. I don't know.
Isn't it my freedom as a free person?
Let's say like this, FOMO. Let's put it like this. Why be mad at the person who goes out and spreads it to everybody else who's out if everyone's supposed to be at home?
I'll be right back.
So if they went out, they're assuming the risk, and that's that.
Because you still have to go get food and things like that. And so
so why assume that the person that still needs to go out and get food doesn't give a fuck about nobody?
I didn't say that. That's not the person I'm talking about. But if
I
you're
have to go. I have
congregating in
to
a
leave my
nightclub right
quarantine
now,
today to go
you're
out.
it's about limiting your probabilities of catching and spreading this shit, in my opinion.
You don't even know if it's real.
Nah, this shit's real, bro. This shit's real.
There's something,
it's real.
but
it's real.
But you don't know
Even
if it's real.
My son was like, it's about 70% of people going to catch that, and I think he was just maybe, but that's what he's heard.
No, that listen, that
talk.
came out in the. It
I
came out in
haven't
the
heard that
report. It came out.
No. He's not reading this stuff. He's hearing.
No,
it.
I'm reading it. I'm telling you.
I know
I
you
got
are.
the download. I got the download of this Imperial College.
I read it
all of
too.
Yeah, you
I
read
read it
that.
too.
So okay,
Yeah.
they said 80% in that.
They said 80%.
So you're all reading the same news sources.
No,
that's where they're getting. That's where the
this
news
kid's
is getting
there,
the
though.
2.2 million.
Good. That's
where the
exactly
news is.
what they want. That's exactly where they want you to be. Believing the same story, everybody, same narrative, boom, done. No more free mind thinking.
Stay in the house, FOMO.
What?
Well, why not go to the beach?
Right.
It'll be your last time. If
Huh?
it's all real. You know,
What?
just because it's just the elderly dying, it doesn't mean that younger people aren't dying.
Yeah, and that's the point. Why fuck around right now? Why not just kind of chill out? I don't know. Whatever, man. Do you then?
Yeah.
What protection do you think
It's going to be the excuse that they used to fucking come in with the hammer, and I just would prefer to just do it like it's like here
But I
where
mean,
I'm living.
even
Where I
if they
live,
really wanted to do that, don't you think they'll come up with another excuse if they couldn't use this one?
I don't think they really want to do it.
But FOMO, why would they come into your country and then the hammer? Why wouldn't they go to other countries that are where they would get their resources from? I mean, what, they're just going to come in and what, take care of half of the population in America?
No, they'll martial law us in our houses, and then you won't be able to.
Yeah. Okay. Well, and
why,
you know,
why provoke that? Why not just try? But you know, that's just people. And some
you
people
have to
say I'm
understand,
wrong. So.
there's Americans living all over the world, and you constantly provoke other countries where there are Americans in. Maybe that's a reason why I feel a little bit anti-American sometimes, is because Trump's like, oh, trade war with them. Oh, we're going to fuck them. We're going to do this. We're going to do sanctions there. You know, while you're standing there and going like, oh, martial law, blah, blah, blah. You got the guns, God damn it. You got everything to protect yourself there. I don't have anything. Never had anything. No country I've ever lived in have I been able to protect myself as well as Americans do in America. In no other country have I ever been that, you know, you have those kind of freedoms. Yet you're the first country that's screaming when anything hits the shit. Nothing happened in America. You still have your guns. You've had millions of shootings in schools. You still have your guns. Guns sales goes up and up and up, and those companies are making millions. Yeah, they don't give a shit. Those are the people that don't give a shit. Those are the ones that want you to continue buying your shit. Those are the ones that want continuous war everywhere.
Yeah, but
part of
James,
our amendment, it's part of our constitution. It's part of our life. It's ingrained in our society.
Yeah, but not part of everybody else's life. Sorry.
Why does me owning a gun threaten you, though? From where do you live? You don't even live in the States, right? So I don't.
I live in the countries where you constantly threaten and sanction and
because I may own a handgun.
James, calm down. It
like
wasn't
that.
iFOMO personally that did that, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm coming.
Stop targeting him, man.
I'm just saying, you know,
I just FOMO'd all over myself.
So FOMO. Legit shit.
Richard Hayes Jr.
Do you really want this, man? Like, you want this YouTube shit, man? Do you really want it?
I don't know. It's more about does YouTube want me at this point. I'm just going to do it because I enjoy it. I do this because I enjoy it. I come on.
You got to come in. All right. You got to come in like my man from My Hero Academia. You know what I'm talking about? All Might. You got to step on the YouTube and say, I am here. You know, and like, who cares who wants you? At that point, everyone who doesn't want you, they flee. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
Oh, great.
Do you really want this?
I don't know.
Did you watch my video about being powerful?
I did see that one, but I haven't seen anything since that. That was the last one I watched. Then I unsubscribed.
How did you feel?
Harsh.
I thought it was a good video. Like I You know,
so you unsubscribed on that video? Wow.
This
motherfucker is powerful.
No, because I was just like, this dude's so fucking full of shit at this point. Like, I was just like, he said one thing, but
I thought we were friends.
We're cool now, right?
So how do you feel about that video now that we're cool?
Oh, it was a powerful video. You know, because if you,
I
you
almost
had
said the G. My ninja.
Say whatever.
Damn.
Hey, you guys, my leg is really killing me. I'm having trouble with it, so I'm gonna go take some.
Call 911.
I don't know what's wrong with me.
Are there any children around you, Mike?
The wife to massage it, Mike.
Yard. Are there any kids there?
You need to put the shorts back on, Mike.
Check your temperature, Mike, and don't touch your face.
Wash your hands.
I haven't slept very good the last couple nights, and I'm really tired. So.
Oh, man.
Go sleep, man.
Stay awake, but I'm.
I'll see you Friday, Mike.
Okay, I'll see you guys tomorrow night. All right. Thanks.
Later, Mike.
See you Friday, man.
Don't invest in any scams while in the next 48 hours.
Yeah.
Or at least let us know.
Get up early. I got to get over to the market at 7:45 when they let us seniors in. I got to get some more water and.
You guys get let in 15 minutes early. Yeah?
An hour.
An hour.
An hour, bro.
An
hour early.
That's
racist.
Yeah.
Dude, you know, it's funny here. They have the same thing. You go to the supermarket and all the senior citizens are already lined up since 4 o'clock in the morning when they can't sleep anymore.
True. All right.
Same thing at the bank. Same thing
Welcome
every
to
day.
That's not racist. That's not racist. That's ageist.
Ageist. Yeah.
That's ageist.
Yeah.
They're going to flip that on their head soon when they work out that, listen, do you know what? Like they did in Italy, Mike. You enjoy that while you can.
Oh,
he's gone. He's gone.
What?
You already fell asleep.
The people want to know, man. Are we gonna get more FOMO Saint Zoom chats? It's what the people
guys. I'm
want.
still waiting on that damn
if we
chess
can
game.
stay civilized, yeah. I mean, if it can
I'm
stay
always civilized.
Nah, bro.
always civilized.
You a little uncivilized at times.
You just gotta. I mean, I'm in character, man.
That's great.
I tell you what, listen, right?
You're getting
You got to at least look at it. All right, Saint, yeah, you're gonna try and be more civilized, and FOMO, you're gonna try and not get in your feelings so much.
Don't be just. Please.
No, look, come on, look. Do you get what I'm saying? Now, look, you're getting in your feelings.
Give me some
bro.
time, bro.
Please.
I'll let you know when you want. When I'm ready to rip
Please,
it off
man.
and we go back.
Please.
Whatever happened to him?
You are really getting the friendly crypto stage.
Oh,
I kind of remember a couple years ago, but I ain't gonna go into that.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
you're getting the friendly Saints, like shaking your hand and helping you out of the dirt. You know,
I only do that for you. Wow.
Because you know that
everybody
I'm real,
else, he
and that
pushes
I'm not
in the
here
dirt,
with
walks right over it, so he doesn't.
You're
get
realizing
his shoes dirty.
But you unsubscribed on my most powerful video ever.
Well, you know,
listen, I did that for this guy that's talking shit about me and Saint now, bro. How do you think I feel, FOMO? You're like, like blockchain for what's best is for me. You're like him for Saint. That's the way I look at it. I tried to help this guy. I tried to help that guy as well, because of, he got messed up by some other people back in the day, and I saw that happen.
I thought you were cool with him, actually.
I am cool with him, but you know what? I've started to dislike him now, knowing the kind of things that he's doing and getting up into the background, and what he portrays himself to be are two completely different things. I don't like that, FOMO.
Ooh,
like even with you, you're the complete opposite. Like you will just get up in your feelings and tell everybody about it. Like, but that's your real feelings, at least. Do you know what I mean? So that's why I've been trying to say to you, listen, don't let it get in your real feelings. This guy will scream and shout at the camera and act as if he's really passionate about what he's saying. Where I've just found out today, my guy's a paid shill. He'll do whatever he can, whatever he wants, just for his own personal gain. Like, where's the integrity in that? It's disgusting. Like, from my, that's the way I look at it. So it's not that I've fallen out with him. It's just that I now see him in a different light. Do you see what I mean?
He's a non-player character. That's what he called him.
I was very careful for 2 years. What I
no, but you got to understand, yeah. I've been watching this guy for 18 months at least.
Yeah,
FOMO, and he's been that way for 18 months, and now Saints even said to me, Like I've said to say, like, listen, you watch that guy. You know, he's even said to me, listen, you watch that guy. There's something going on, and now it's like, you know what? Saint, you were right, bro. Do you know what I mean? There's something going on there in the background.
6 figured it out. Boom, I covered it.
I feel like fucking Batman all over again.
It hurt my feeling.
Well, that day, honestly, you remember? Even last night when I was trying to tell you, listen, you wait till I tell you about this. I was even considering not saying anything because, like, I know
I didn't expect it to be that.
I know. Why would I? You know, what's the point of even telling anybody? But then when we were talking about it last night, I realized, you know, there's gonna be other people that have been watching this guy and feel about him a certain way, maybe the same way I felt, and I've got this. You know, he sent me this information. I feel like I have to at least show people, look, that's what this guy says. Otherwise, I'm going to be feeling a certain way about him, and people aren't going to understand why.
That's crazy.
I mean, as long as that was the whole thing there, and that's, you know, what he said.
Well, listen, let's see what happens Friday.
You know,
when we're going to be here. He knows when we're here every week. If he wants to come and say something, then, you know, he can click the link just like anybody else.
I mean, the fact he's not here tonight, and I know he did say, you know, pick the time. I mean, it could be a couple things because of the situation.
Dude, he doesn't get up
I
until
sent
4
him a message saying they will, like, bring it to doc, and there will more than likely be a midweek doc as well.
But have you spoke to him today, though?
I've sent him earlier on today the message before I started the stream, about an hour before I started the stream, saying do the doc soon. And
yeah, but maybe
I sent him the Zoom link as well.
I'm
so
just giving somebody.
Well, I'm saying maybe on Friday he'll turn up and we'll talk about it. So
right.
But from
Today
what he's told me there, and from the evidence that he sent me, my opinion of that guy has dropped somewhat.
Dude, he's the only guy in America that needs to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning to work for himself. Yeah,
I noticed that too.
Why? I would like that.
I've never worked a night shift before. I've never gotten up in the middle of the night.
Oh, I
never
love getting up early. Oh, I like
he's like a newspaper delivery guy or something.
And listen, if you want to be up early, just wait.
He gets up at 4, drives out there.
It's early now. Like it's 4:42 a.m. here in the UK, so it's early now.
It's early here. It's real early here. It's only like 11, right? That's 12:42.
Yeah, he sells.
That was a stretch, bro.
He sells Herbalife products on the side.
I think I like the darkness a little better than, like, I like the mornings. I like seeing the sun come up, but I do like the cool hour or two where it's dark. You know, if I can wake up early enough. I've always liked the nighttime better. I don't know why.
So, FOMO, where are you thinking about going in the future?
Maybe because it's so damn hot here, and in the middle of the night, it's a lot cooler.
Yeah, that's why. That's a big thing in Florida. Yeah.
Saint, have you ever been so happy to live? I mean, if indeed this thing dies, which it's a virus, so it should die because of heat. Like, it should be less. I'm thinking it would live outside the body a lot less time here than it would, say, up north. I feel like they're going to use Florida as a petri dish, and
that's why everybody was at the beach.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
maybe.
The sun kills it.
Maybe that's the smart thing. Maybe sitting on the sun. Yeah, it may very well. Maybe the heat was like 90 degrees today.
I get what you're saying. For a little while, everybody should be chilled out, and I'm sure the majority of people will be. But there's going to be certain people, until they realize the severity of it, it's going to take time for everybody to understand that.
I get it, Sonny, because I felt that way at first too. And when I was in my 20s, I thought, bro, when I was in my 20s, I really thought if I drove my truck into a brick wall, I would live. You know?
Yeah.
So, like, you have that and it's something about men too. Men have it a little bit more than women, I think, because most guys I talk to understand. Most women I tell that to, they're just like, no, I never thought I would live if I drove into a brick wall. So it's like, guys get it. And when you're in your 20s, the same people that they, you know, want to bring up into the military, you know, there's different angles on that one. But,
so you're saying you lost your you know, your invincibility cloak?
Yeah, when I ran into the tree and I broke my arm, I realized I wasn't invincible.
You didn't die though, so
no, but I broke it. Yeah, but it definitely broke.
Listen, I've never had that feeling. I'm a less of a man.
You never felt you were invincible in your in your 20?
Well, but I never felt like not to the extreme level of if I was in a car accident, I'd be like Superman. No, I never had a Superman complex.
Not Superman, but I just had I don't know. It just felt like surreal.
I know what you mean.
Death wasn't real.
Smoke some Ready Rock and then.
Bro. So FOMO, where are you going? Where are you going in the future as far as crypto, man? If Tron's out, what's next?
I'm really thinking Ripple and Ethereum.
What the fuck?
Ripple,
You're
Ethereum,
an
and
Alciba head now?
No, you asked me what I'm thinking. I said Ripple, Ethereum, and Bitcoin.
Yeah,
XRP
sounds
though?
good. That's
Yes,
about what most
XRP.
people think.
XRP. Well, that's my opinion.
That's how I pick my football teams too.
Is it
That's
because
hey,
it's-
football.
is it-
team. Oh shit, got
No,
cancelled, right?
It's
Is
more
it because
about.
it's
No more
fast?
picking football teams, man. Forget that.
Oh
Man.
fuck.
No,
That's
it's
what I'm saying.
more
Mice
about.
racing, James. I don't know if you were
said-
there for that. I might have to reactivate something like mice racing just to get something on the entertainment level going.
Yeah, we should do something.
Oh, that was the
Definitely.
shit. That was the shit.
Mario Kart sounded interesting.
Listen, that'd be cool. Like if we
That'd
could
be
be on a
fun.
Zoom stream while playing Mario Kart, so we could be able to talk to each other like this.
I'd get myself a wheel for that. I'd have to ask Fancy for his suggested wheel setups, but
I don't know how
I'm
I feel
down.
about wheel setups, man. I mean, played
wrong?
all my life
Everyone.
on gamepads.
What do you
want
wanna
to
do?
About. You're not driving an
Yeah, well,
actual car.
okay. Well, I'm playing on a PC, so you got to understand I don't have the accessories that maybe some other people have had with gaming consoles.
I got the
You
option.
can get a wheel for the PC.
I got an option, but I'm thinking if I run it through the console, I'll have more. I'll be able to do more on the streaming side while playing as well. If you know what I mean. So I'm not using my PC for the gaming and streaming as well. You see what I mean? I'll be using the console and just capturing the image.
I mean,
run that into OBS and away we go.
Oh shit.
32. Give me a second. 34.
We'll play with
What are
some
we
shit,
gonna
man.
do?
We'll play with some shit. Maybe we should get the Monopoly back on the go, man. Build up some IND. I mean,
I've been on it. It's a little cheaper now, man. You know,
yeah, 10
the
IND
stakes aren't as high.
It's a lot more affordable right now, little 10 IND.
Oh yeah.
Let's see what happens. We're gonna be on lockdown. Everybody's been on lockdown, so you know we're gonna survive this. We're gonna survive it with a smile on our faces as much as possible. So we'll do it together.
Do live blackjack.
One second.
Damn.
We can do live blackjack with IND.
We'll sort something out. All right, guys, listen. It's coming up to 5 o'clock in the morning. I think we should call it a stream for tonight. We'll be back on
All right,
Friday.
bros.
Night.
All right, see you Friday.
Peace out, everyone.
Be
Take
safe,
care.
guys.
See ya.
Promo, I hope to see you Friday, bro.
Okay.
All right.
You too.
man.
Be safe.
Easy,
See ya.
guys.
All right. You
Yeah.
too.